Ayan. Mentor, sorry, napindot nyo ulit.
Hello, Coach Chris! I'm so excited na makasama ang kapatid ko tonight bilang host. And this is our 6th event after the successful Bakit Kailangan Yumaman ang Isang Ama. And again, this is for free! Grabe, no? Imagine marami mga ganitong talks na it will cost you a lot of money, but for tonight, we are getting this for free! Grabe, di ba? Make sure na ma-maximize nyo ang event na to. Shout out to all top leaders right now. No, nandito ang kapatid ng ating main speaker, si Mentor Angelica Arolina. We have Arliza Tarlenco, Mentor Badet Del Campo, Bon Gutierrez, Brian Villarba, Mentor Edward, and Francis Congreso, Mentor Joffrey Calaykay. Actually, madami Mentor Dayan, no, Mentor lahat mong Frontier, no, na mga goal directors na nandito right now. Thank you so much, no, for being with us for tonight. And now I would like to officially welcome you to this event entitled
Bakit kailangan yumaman ng isang Gen Z?
Maligayang araw sa lahat ng mga pinanganak noong 1997. Okay? Doon ka ba ang year na pinanganak? No, so if you are actually born in 1997 onwards, isa ang tunay na Gen Z. Okay, pero okay lang. Okay, yung mga pinanganak before 1997, hello sa mga feeling Gen Z, di ba? Raise your hand! Ayan, na dami tumatawa sa chat box right now. Mukhang mas maraming mga feeling Gen Z for tonight. Okay, and na, kasama ko ngayong gabi, no, ang ating host, ang tunay na Gen Z pinanganak noong 2000. Hello, Coach Chris! Kamusta ang gabi mo ngayong gabi?
Ayan, hello everybody. So, ako I'm doing great naman, Mentor, and it's nice to be here again kasi isa na naman ako sa host dito sa event na to, and for sure, dito sa event natin, eksakto siya sa aking panahon kasi I'll sure for me, marami akong matututunan in this session. So I'm so excited kung ano mangyayari, at the same time, ano ba yung pag-uusapan ng mga Gen Zs na ito, diba, later on. And kayo ba, Mentor? Kayo ba? Na-curious rin ako. Ano ba yung feeling nyo right now in today's event?
Well, grabe ang powerful ng ulan ngayon. Tama? Okay, pero mas powerful ang matututunan natin, di ba, sa ating mga Gen Z speakers, di ba, sa mga nahihirapan kumonek, okay, sa internet, no? Kapit lang po, okay? Right, di ba? So we are also live in Facebook page, no? Makikita niyo sa chat box, click on the link. Okay, we are live at How to Start an Online Business Facebook page. And you can rewatch this event as well. Diba? Like and follow na din to be notified for our events and to start our event. Diba? Marami dito nag-register. Diba? And let us show ano ba ang mga lumabas sa inyong registration. So for the first question, Coach Chris, are you currently, ayan, ano ba ang mga background ng ating attendees for tonight?
Arami talagang arami talagang mga tao dito sa ating session ang mga employed, okay, which is just 46% to be exact.
Wow, so kung right now we are 694 dito, so roughly mga 300 dito mga employees, but also malaki rin sa mga grupo dito na nakikinig are business owners and investors. Grabe, no? So mukhang may mga magbibigay ng pera sa ating event dahil this is free. 22% of them are business owners and investors.
Grabe, no? Nakakatuwa kasi even mga business owners na ito at mga investors still, di ba? They're willing to learn and they're willing to listen from those Gen Zs na nakikinig or magsasalita later on, I mean. And natutuwa ako kasi meron rin tayo dito ng mga nakikinig na mga kapwa-estudyante ko. So kaway-kaway tayo dyan mga kapwa-estudyante with 15% ratings here in the session of our participants. So nakaka-excite. So you guys, mamaya muna kayo mag-aral. Makinig muna kayo dito. Diba? So wag kayo mag-alala, magiging productive naman ito. Diba? But anyhow, Mentor?
We also have self-employees for 10% and mga unemployed, mga 7%. So we are so excited to welcome you all, guys. Ano ba ang profession mo right now? Can you type sa chat box, ano ba ang mga profession ng mga ating attendees for tonight? And also, tama ba, Coach Chris? Isa din sa mga sinagot nila sa registration ay
income. Yeah. So, mapapansin nyo dyan, how much is your monthly dream income? So, first time lang namin to.
Civil engineer, barista, wow, ang dami, no? HR
First,
manager,
winner.
grabe. So, ang nag-number 1 na naman, no, na pinipiling dream income ng mga tao dito is 1 million pesos in a month, no? So, for 31%. So, roughly, no, kung we are 700 dito sa room, so, do the math. Okay. So, second natin, Coach Chris.
Yes, we do have 5 million na nagkakaroon dito ng percentage ng 25%, di ba? So even me, siya rin ako sa mga bumoto ng 5 million. So for sure, mga estudyante rin dyan, baka 5 million rin yata mga binoto nyo. So pagtulungan natin at mag 5 million dapat ang number 1. Joke lang. Going back, mentor. Ano ba yung pangatlo?
And meron din mga pumili ng 2 million pesos a month. No? And kalahati parang hindi nila sure kung 5 million or 1 million, so they go for 2 million, no? So 14% ang pumili nito.
Wow, di ba? And meron naman pumili pa rin, di ba, na 200,000 as their dream monthly income, which it has to be exact by 8.9% or 8% if I'm not mistaken.
And meron din mga pumili ng 400,000 pesos per month. Grabe, no? So, itong mga taong to, they are 7%, no? So, of our crowd, so almost the same sa 100,000 na 6%. And also, sa mga pumili ng 50,000 and 20,000 na roughly nasa 5% to 4%. Okay?
Wow.
So, mas marami pa, Coach Chris, ang gusto nila maging millionaire.
Milyonaryo.
Guys, can you type sa chat box right now, magkano ang monthly dream income mo? Wow.
Yes, put down below.
Grabe, di ba? Okay. Ayan, grabe. Ang dami nagchat-chat sa ating chat box, right?
Grabe,
okay.
Sunod-sunod. Puro millions, mentor.
Exactly. And of course, Coach Chris, ang last question na sinagutan nila.
Yes, the empowered gens. Ay, ako, I love this. Marami tayong mare-recognize dito. Ayan, o, diba? So, sobrang, ako to lahat. Ako talaga pre-nomote, no? Pero mentor, ayan, mapapansin po natin, isa talaga sa akin na nag-highlight dito is energetic and syempre, di rin mawawala ang hardworking. Yes! How about you, mentor?
So, isa sa mga malalaki na nakikita right now natin, yung word na independent. Tama ba? No? Ang mga Gen Z daw ay independent, no? Driven, and also leader. Grabe.
Yes, di ba? Nakakatuwa, di ba? At marami pa tayo dito nakikita na syempre mapapansin natin dyan, di ba? We are very driven and eager to learn new things or new ventures. Kaya right now, andito rin ako eh. Kaya right now, andito din ako napunta eh, di ba? How about you, mentor? Meron ka pang nakikita na talagang gusto
meron din dito tayo nakikita na mga risk taker, creative, and resilient. Oh, grabe, yes. Di ba? So, guys, sa ating mga attendees for tonight, no, can you type sa chat box, di ba? Ano ba ang empowered Gen Z for you?
Yes, so type lang, and we will recognize you in a bit para makita natin kung ano ba ang definition or ano ba yung gusto nyong i-define for empowered Gen Z. Motivated, driven, mentor, napakarami, limitless, fearless, oh my! I really love those things.
Yes, financially, ayan, motivated, di ba? Eager to learn, grabe, no? Fighter, di ba? Ang dami-daming definition. Actually, may mga maliliit pa dito, nakasulat mga innovative, pragmatic, dreamer, di ba? Aggressive, coachable. Wow, at very, very nice adjectives, no? Para sa ating mga Gen Z. I think, sobrang excited na ang crowd natin makinig for tonight. Tama ba yun, Coach?
And scenes are made live in Facebook. So help us share this content by using the hashtag #ReachGenZ.
If there's something no na nag-impact sa'yo during this webinar, you post that in your social media using our official hashtag #ReachGenZ. Diba? You can share para mas marami pa mga Gen Z ang yumaman.
Alright, so if you're all ready, if you're already, can you type sa chat box natin ang ating official hashtag #ReachGenZ. Alright. So let's roll in. Alright, so let's start this session. So let me introduce to you our main speaker for tonight. Okay, so This guy actually was a former warehouse worker. He's been doing this business for 24 months in Usana business, and one of the 21 years old, one-star diamond director all the way from Canada. And he's one of the premier platinum pay setter, one of the intensity mentor, one of the international speaker as well.
He is the Rookie of the Year, Top 2 Associate Enroller Americas and Europe, Top 3 Growth Americas and Europe, multiple travel incentive qualifier, bought GTR sports car, paid off first car, helped parents quit their second jobs, started part-time for 5 months, now full-time. Earned his first million at 20 years old. Grabe to!
Grabe yung energy. Type nga natin guys sa chat. Energy. Grabe, pambihira. It's 6 a.m. dito sa Canada pero parang sasabog yata yung laptop ko. Dahil sa energy. Pero anyways, hello everybody and thank you for having me here today. Sobrang naka-excited and hindi lang naka-excited pero naka-amaze. Kasi can you imagine, okay lang ba i-type natin sa chat, what country are you coming from? Ayan, titignan ko muna, what country are we all coming from? Kasi can you imagine, guys, there are 790 people here sa Zoom right now. Imagine, iba-ibang bansa pa to galing, nakaka-excited lang. And that's really the power of social media ngayon and technology. Agree ba? And that's why ito, maganda yung topic natin today kasi makikita talaga natin how times are really changing. Can you imagine, ilang years ago, I wouldn't imagine na I would speak, well, years ago, bakit? Baka kasi baby pa ako noon. Baka kasi 11 years old pa lang ako noon. Hindi ko talaga ma-imagine. Pero most of us wouldn't imagine na magkakaroon ng ganitong platform wherein people all over the world can really join together and learn together. Agree ba? Can you agree? Maamakit pa tayo ng 800 and sana max out natin to hanggang 1,000. Type nga natin 1,000. Naka-amaze na yun, naka-excite. And I'm super excited to share sa inyong lahat yung mga bagay din na natutunan ko for the past years. Okay, working on my business din. And of course, welcome to our segment today wherein ang topic natin is bakit kailangan yumaman ng Gen Z. I-type nga natin Gen Z kung Gen Z ka at heart and energy. Ayan. Marami bang Gen Z rito? Feeling ko 80% dito. Gen Z pa ba? Ayan, maraming nakiki-Gen Z. Okay lang yan. Mindset lang yan. Sabi nga nila yung age. Ayan, di ba? May kumakaluskos pa. Nakiki-Gen Z. Meron daw. And ito yung malapit. Yung mga co-speakers ko rin later. Marami ring Gen Z ron. Pero feeling ko yung iba parang hindi ata Gen Z. May naligaw. Hindi, biro lang. Okay, pero again, ganun sa mga walang professional background. Agree ba? Type 1. Sino rito yung nag-aaral ka pa lang? Okay, nagtatapos ka pa lang or walang balak meron ba rito? Meron ba? Type 1. Okay. So, hindi ko naman sasabihin na huwag kayong mag-aral. Okay, pero walang professional background. Pero you know what, guys? I'm doing the same business as these people and I would say na learning from them, I'm also striving. Pero that really just goes to show that I believe education is super important. Agree ba? Type agree if you agree that education is super important. Especially kung sino yung school na nag-raise sa'yo growing up. Kasi it really actually impacts yung confidence mo growing up. I believe teachers are super important. Ako personally, yung confidence ko right now, I believe a lot of it comes from yung mga teachers ko rin growing up. Pero I believe education is super important. But in these times, it's not everything. In short, pwede ka pa rin maging successful. Agree ba? Type agree sa chat. Yan yung mga pag-uusapan natin today. Okay? Bakit? Kasi 2021 na. Okay, malapit na nga mag-2022. Hindi na po 1900s, everybody. In short, tumingin ka lang sa paligid mo, sobrang dami ng opportunity ngayon na pwedeng pagkakitaan. Agree po ba? Type agree. Sobrang agree. Nako, nakikita ko pa lang ngayon, hindi ko maintindihan yung mga nakikita ko right now, yung mga aksi-aksi yan, yung mga ganyan. May mga kumakalat na ganun ngayon, no? May mga gumagawa ba nun dito? May mga naglalaro ba nun dito? Pero imagine, maglalaro ka, kumikita ka. Pwede pala yun. So imagine sa panahon ngayon, 2021, pambihira, kahit yung mga nakatambay sa bahay, pwedeng kumita talaga. And you know what? The past years, 2020 and 2021, really showed us, kasi ganito, somehow, medyo negosyo yung pag-uusapan natin today, entrepreneurial mindset. Meron po ba rito mga nagne-negosyo na type me? Okay, may mga, tama, ayun, may nag-comment. May mga tumatalpak pa. Sino po rito yung mga nag-online sabong dyan? Alright, dating may pamilya, ngayon wala na. Alright, ayos yan. Actually, na-try ko yun na-curious lang ako. Agent lang po. Ay, may mga agent pala dito. Bawal mag-plug. Okay, pero anyways, sobrang dami ng opportunity ngayon. And you know what? The past year, 2020 and 2021, I believe has shown us na a lot of people before would say na hindi nila linya yung negosyo. Tama ba? May mga ganon. Yun yung common na, actually even me, before I started my business, yun yung sinasabi ko na, ay, hindi kasi ako magaling. If alam nyo lang yung preparation ko bago ako magsalita, dahil sobrang introverted ko. Yung jumping jacks, yung warm up bago ako magsalita sa harapan ng ibang tao, sobrang grabe para mag-zone lang ako. So I wouldn't say na pang negosyo ko kasi feeling ko hindi ako pwede sa sales, ganyan. Pero ito na-realize ko, the past year, can you imagine, ang daming tao, unfortunately, yung career nila naapektuhan ng COVID, right? And they have to find ways to earn money. Agree ba? Meron ba rito? May nakita nga akong post sa social media, parang he used to be in the flight industry. But because of COVID, naapektuhan, nag-Uber. Or ano yun, parang yung basta yung nag-deliver ng pagkain. So in short, sa panahon ngayon, wala na talagang linya-linya. Agree po ba? A lot of people were forced. Okay? And kung titignan natin, sobrang naka-inspire. Bakit? Because the past speakers here, they already had professional backgrounds. Yung topic nga, last time, bakit kailangan maging mayaman ng isang professional, parang ganun. Can you imagine? Sila nga, nagne-negosyo pa. Okay? Ito pa, meron po ba dito yung mga nag-iisip, ayan, na mag-abroad for a better life? Meron ba? Type me. Naku, okay yan. Exciting yan. Meron po ba? Me, ang dami. Okay, kita-kits tayo dito. Good luck. Ayan. Sino naman yung mga nasa abroad na akala mo yayaman ka, pagdating mo rito, pagod ka? Ayan. Meron ba? Ayan. Yung 2 trabaho mo, 3 trabaho mo, type me. Okay? Guys, nasa abroad na kami pero nagne-negosyo pa din. Can you imagine? Okay? So, excited ako na mag-share sa inyong lahat. Ayan ngayon because there really are so many opportunities ngayon na ito. Pwede kang kumita at your home na hindi mo kailangan iwan yung family mo. Right? Kasi more than money, ang mas important is really time and time spent with family and relationships. Agree po ba? Type agree. Okay? So, sige, magsisimula na tayo. And again, kung nasa US ka, good morning sa'yo. Kung nasa Philippines ka, good evening sa'yo. And hopefully, walang good night. Okay? Baka kasi mamaya may mga makatulog. Oh, good night. Alright? So, baka magkagulatan yung mga nakakamera on, makita-kita ko, ding-ding na. O, diba? Electric pan na. Yan ay yung mga kausap ko. Okay? And please participate sa chat kasi I really, yung energy ko, especially when I'm talking, comes from the audience. Ayan. Okay, so anyways, 860 plus na tayo. Thank you guys for being here. May mga nag-good morning. So good morning po sa inyo. But before I continue, let me first introduce myself. So by the way, I'm Jericho Orlina. You guys can follow me on my Instagram at @jericrose_ and add me on Facebook as well. Jericho Orlina. I'm 22 years old. Ayan. So si Coach Chris, grabe. Ilang taon? 21? Grabe yun, amazing. Okay, so I'm 22 years old. Ayan, meron, sino ulit yung mga Gen Z dito? Type Gen Z. Ayan. Okay, Rookie of the Year in our company, which means I made top sales. In the first year, became my own boss at the age of 20. So I hope yung mga Gen Z na nandito, ma-excite ka and ma-inspire ka na ngayon, kailan mo pa gusto enjoyin yung freedom na pwede magkaroon ka pambihira. Ito lang yung na-realize ko. Kung may mga kaedad ako na nag-i-enjoy na ngayon pa lang, pa-travel, hindi stress sa buhay, right? Bakit hindi ikaw, pambihira? Sobrang daming opportunity sa paligid natin and even ako, that's why, imagine guys, bakit 6 a.m. nandito ako ngayon, nagsasalita sa harapan nyo? Alam mo bakit? You would do the same if you saw an opportunity that changed your life. Agree ba? Type agree. Okay, kaya kahit 2 oras yung tulog, ganun ako ka-excited na nandito ako sa inyo ngayon. Of course, founder of Next Gen Empire. And of course, I have helped created multiple full-time income earners at home then. And also, Gen Z. And I'm a single dad. Oh, ayan. Nako, baka may mga kinabahan. Single dad ng aso. Ayan. Okay, so yung aso ko po, si Enzo, pangalan niya. Ayan. So, wala pa po akong anak. Pero grabe ang gastos pala niyan. Gastos pala magkaaso, no? Tsaka ito yung malupit. Hindi ako makagala ngayon, hindi ako makapag-travel ngayon kasi meron akong binabantayan. So minsan nalilito talaga ako, sino ba yung aso sa aming dalawa? Bakit ako yung nagbabantay? Diba dapat yung aso yung bantay? Pero anyways, quick background about me. Hindi ko na papatagalin yung story ko kasi I want to share sa inyo lahat, sa lahat na nandito. I used to work, guys, sa mga Gen Z na nandito, from the age of 16 years old here in Canada. Ay, by the way, nasa Canada pala ako. From Antipolo, may mga taga-Antipolo ba dyan? Ayan, type 1 kung nasa Antipolo ka. Ngayon, okay? Yan. So dyan ako lumaki. I moved here 2015. And from the age of 16 years old, nag-work na talaga ako. Excited ako noon at the time. Kasi nga, syempre, pwede nang kumita, may sarili ng income, ganyan. Pero, alam nyo, dun ko ni-resent. Yun yung word na lumipat ako rito sa Canada. Sabi ko, grabe, sa Pilipinas, parang ganda-ganda ng school na napasukan ko. Spoiled ako. Hindi man sobrang spoiled. Pero syempre, yung akala ko, parang yung dad ko nandito sa Canada, padala lang ng padala. Akala ko ang dali ng buhay. Pero when I moved here, dito ko na-realize na sobrang grabe pala yung hirap ng buhay. Even me, nakita ko na even parents ko, 2 trabaho. There was a point, 3 pa. And syempre, seeing them na sila 2, 3 trabaho. Even me, I had to work 2 jobs. Bakit? Kasi I want to help out even sa bahay din. O, tingnan nyo na lang, may mga nagtatanong, ako ba yan? Yes, ako po yan. O, di ba? Grabe yan yung nagagawa ng stress at 2 trabaho. Kasi nag-work ako for at least, sabihin natin, 6 days a week, 11 hours to 13 hours per week. And that's why, doon ko na-realize na parang grabe, kaya ko ba talaga to gawin for 40, 50 years, yung gantong pagod. No? So, I was still broke. Imagine, 2 na yung trabaho ko, kulang pa din. Paycheck to paycheck. I was doing repetitive work. Meron ba rito mga pagod na, sawa na sa ginagawa mo sa work? Type me. Yun talaga yung na-experience ko before. Sabi ko, every time nag-check-in ako sa trabaho ko, parang automatic nag-shut off yung utak ko. Alam mo yung robot? Ayan. Parang zombie. Ganong feeling. I had no idea in business and I wasn't confident. But to inspire you and to show you anong pwedeng mangyari when you start opening yourself to opportunities. I didn't have any idea paano magsisimula or anything. But from this, in a time span of 2 years, okay? But this is because of hard work. Sobrang hard work and focus talaga. I'm now an international motivational speaker. I'm training people all over the globe right now. My own boss at 22. I can travel anytime and I've helped hundreds do the same as well. And that's why andito ko ngayon to inspire all the Gen Zs here as well na ito, you're never too young. Okay? Ako, naniniwala ako, walang edad-edad eh. Kailan pa? 'Di ba? Mag-iintay ka pa ba na 30 years old ka bago ka mag-inspire ng maraming tao? Mag-iintay ka pa ba na 30 ka bago mo seryosohin? Right? Kasi pwede naman ngayon na. And yun yung goal natin with this training. So, eto, what are you looking forward to learn today? Okay lang ba pakitype? Ayan. Sige, sa mga nandito, what are you looking forward to learn the most today? How to become rich? Sige, keep going guys. Ayan. How to get rich? Nako, maganda to. Secrets to success. Alright, keep going. My mindset. Paano maging pogi? Ayan. Ayos yan. May bibigay ako sa yung sikreto. Ayan. Part yan ng daily routine natin. Kahit puyat ka, pogi ka. Ayan. How to succeed. Okay. So ito, fill in the blank. Time is, sige nga, pa-type sa chat. Time is, for you guys, what is time for you? Time is diamond. Wow. Time is love. I agree. Totoo yan. Time is love. Time is gold. Time is diamond. Wow. Okay. Alam na. Time is precious. A currency. I agree. Okay? Time is precious. Totoo po yan. How about this? Money is. Okay? What is money for you? Because you know what? A lot of people have wrong idea about money. And that's why they don't have a lot of it. Pwedeng yun yung reason why you wouldn't have a lot of it. A lot of people say, money can't buy happiness. Totoo naman. O mamaya pag-uusapan natin yun. A lot of people say, hindi ko kailangan yumaman. Ayoko yumaman. A lot of people say, okay na ako sa sakto lang. Pero ano ba yung sakto? Hindi nila alam. A lot of money is the root of all evil. Pwedeng yun din yung limitive na meron about money and that's hindering you from having more of it. That's why mamaya pag-uusapan din natin yan. Next to oxygen. Ayan. Really essential. Agree. times money. So thank you for your time sa lahat ng nag-make time dito ngayon. Okay lang tapikin mo yung sarili mo dahil nandito ka and you're actually investing your time. And sa lahat ng Gen Z na nandito rin ngayon, ang gusto kong unang reminder na ibigay sa lahat. Sabihin mo nga, YOLO! Yan, YOLO! You only live once! Alright, meron pa rito, you only live once. Kaya, mentor, magpa-party ako, i-enjoyin ko yung buhay ko. Grabe, no? Pwede. Ayan, you only live once. Naku po, mali palang training yung pinasok nyo. Baliktad pala to, no? Pero guys, one thing I realized early on, time like money can either be spent. Pwede mong palipasin lang siya without, alam mo yun, taking full control of it. Pwedeng i-waste. You can spend the next 5 years na puro gaming, ML, yan, yung mga ganyan. May mga kumakalat ngayon na kung ano-ano, right? Puro gala, puro party. Or you can invest it sa lahat ng mga Gen Z na nandito. And you know what? Okay yung you only live once pero yun nga isang beses ka lang mabubuhay. Baka magulat ka, kaka-YOLO natin, ubos na yung oras na meron ka and wala ka pang nagagawa. Agree ba? So, today, we all are investing our time here. So sabi nga investment, short-term loss, long-term gains. Guys, anong oras na sa Philippines ngayon? It's 8:30 p.m. Pwedeng natutulog ka na ngayon. Pwedeng nagpa-family time ka ngayon. Pwedeng nagne-Netflix ka right now. Right? And you're not doing that. Andito ka ngayon. Ang tanong ko, bakit? Sino bang pumilit na magpunta ka dito ngayon? Right? Pero I believe when we have yung mga short-term loss, it's because we believe na meron siyang trade-off na mas malaki in the long term. Okay? So quick activity, mabilis lang to. 1-minute activity bago tayo magsimula para at least ma-make sure natin na nandito tayo lahat, present kayo lahat. I'll give you 1 minute. Ginagawa ko to palagi with my team. So ito, add 1 line to make the equation true. Okay? So I'll give you 1 minute. Naka-timer din ako kasi isang oras lang yung meron ako. 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 555. O pwede daw, baby time. Okay. PS, you cannot cross the equal sign. So sige, I'll give you 1 minute sa lahat ng nandito. And mag-sound trip muna tayo. Yan. Okay? Sige nga. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 555. Paano? May mga nakakita na. Yung mga nakakaalam, bawal po ang KJ. Hayaan nyo sila na mag-isip. 1 minute lang, mabilis lang. Sabi nila, ano ba tong pinasok ko? Bakit may math? Gantong oras. Wow, may mga nakakaalam ng sagot. May mga nag-type pero yung iba napapaisip, ha? Ano? Nakikita nila sa chat. Party na lang, mentor, wag na math. Okay. So ito, mabilis lang. Add 1 line to make the equation true. Okay? So may mga nakasagot. Okay? And the answer is, ito, yun yung line. Ilalagay mo dun sa plus sign para maging 545. And it's equals to 555. So hindi ko to pinagawa sa lahat ng nandito para pagtripan lang po kayo. Okay? Meron po tong reason kung ba't ko siya pinagawa. Kasi ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon is success. Right? And I believe that there is a science and there is a formula to success. And kahit yung mga hindi Gen Z po na nandito, iba-ibang age na nandito, right? Ibang generation, okay? I believe that if you're not getting the results that you want, even ngayon, today, if you have the wrong results, it doesn't mean na imposible ka magkaroon ng resulta na gusto mo. It only means you got the wrong formula. And you have to think outside the box. Kailangan magbago lang yung ginagawa mo. Again, ulitin ko po, if you're not having the results that you want, it doesn't mean na imposible siya mangyari sa'yo. You only need the right formula and someone to show you a different perspective on how to do it. Because today, sa mga iba, before I showed this to you, wala kang idea, pwede palang ganun. But when I showed you, you saw a different perspective. And guess what? Next time na may magpapagawa sa'yo nito, kaya mo na. The same way with success. Kaya mo nang ulit-ulitin. You just have to have the right formula. And do you guys know, the sad thing is, most of us, got the wrong formula. Pero it's good news. If you can make small, simple changes, it can lead to huge results. Can you imagine? Isang linya yon from 20 to 555. from yung result na 20 lang, because of one line, isang linya lang, nag-change siya to 555. And that's why I also challenge lahat ng nandito ngayon na nakikinig to really pay close attention in the next 40 minutes that I have with you. Bakit? Isang linya yon pero nagbago yung resulta. So ito yung point. Pwedeng most of the things here, you will see as common sense. Narinig mo na, alam mo na, pero sabi nga isang linya lang yon. What if yung isang linya na sasabihin ko dito sa presentation ko today, yung pwede magbago ng resulta na meron ka. Isang linya lang yon, and pay close attention to what I will say today. Okay? So type 1, kung nandito ka pa, okay? At hindi ka pa, may mga nakikita na po akong ceiling fan. Ayan. May mga kisame na po na nagkalat sa Zoom. Hello guys. Alright. Okay, may mga nauna na po. So the common formula, go to school, get a high-paying job, work hard, you will become successful. Something that we hear all of the time. Agree ba? Sinong ito yung naririnig mo? Ayan. ako, muntik pa ako ikahiya ng magulang ko. Ano nag-aral. Okay, pero again, if you have a passion na gusto mong i-pursue, go for it na kailangan mo mag-school, no? Ito pa, common formula na naririnig natin. Starting a business is risky. I-save mo na lang yung pera mo. Yung mga narinig ba yan? Mag-save ka na lang. Pero kung titignan natin, hindi ko na dadaanan to later, pero saving your money, you're actually losing. Yung inflation rate, compared sa interest rate ng pera natin sa bangko, lugi talaga tayo. Okay? Next, ito. Some are meant to be rich and some are meant to be normal. May mga nagsabi niyan sa akin dati, alam mo Jericho, huwag ka masyadong ambisyoso. Maririnig mo yan in your journey towards, alam mo yun, dreaming. May mga nakita ko kanina, 5 million pesos per month yung gusto. 2 million pesos, 1 million pesos per month. Some people are gonna tell you na ambisyoso ka. Right? But here's the thing. I believe that yung ambisyoso is hoping without acting. Right? Ambisyoso, yun yung tao na gusto lang, pero hindi gagalaw. But if you're someone na gusto mo and you're willing to do what it takes, hindi ka ambisyoso. Right? It's realistic. And some people would say and tell you, alam mo, have realistic goals, have realistic dreams. Sino bang nag-determine ano yung realistic? Right? Sino magsasabi ano yung realistic sa hindi? Because if you will look, ang daming taong successful sa mundo and later you will hear from a lot of them also. Ito pa, pinakamalupit to sa mga Gen Z po na nandito. Bata ka pa. Naku, nung talagang binibuild ko at sinisimulan ko yung business ko, daming nagsabi nito sa akin, bata ka pa, enjoyin mo muna yung pagkabata mo, binata mo, yung iba, dalaga syempre. Pagka binata mo, di ba? Baka hindi ka magka-jowa. Ayan, totoo naman. Hindi po sila nagkamali doon. Pero, ang daming magsasabi sa inyo yan. Pero ito lang, sabi nga ng mentor ko sa akin, when you buy into someone's opinion, you also buy into their lifestyle. So ito lang, ito yung iniisip ko at that time. Diba, ang dami nag-type. Ano yung mindset nyo, mentor? Paano kayo mag-isip? Ganito ako mag-isip. Sabi ko, kung susundin ko yung tip nila, baka kasi yun yung in-apply nila and that's why they have the results that they want. Baka in-enjoy nga nila ng sobra yung pagkabata nila. And looking at the lifestyle that they have right now, if I will be honest, that's not the lifestyle that I want. I want more. And therefore, I need to do something different. Ulitin ko, bago ka makinig, tignan mo muna yung lifestyle nila and tignan mo, is that what you want? Because believe me, the advices that they give you is what they applied to their life. That's why they have the lifestyle that they want. It's not that pangit yung lifestyle nila. It's that hindi yun yung lifestyle na gusto mo. Agree? So sa mga Gen Z na nandito, ayan, kausapin niyo ako. Alright, so ito yung magandang kwento with regards to yung mga pinaniniwalaan natin before. Okay, so huwag kayong mag-alala. Ano yan? Ano ba tong hamon po yan, ham? Okay, so ito magandang kwento to. Merong mag-asawa. Okay, yung mag-asawa, Pasko malapit na magpasko. Bare months na naman, mga kaibigan, ang bilis ng oras. Can you imagine? May mag-asawa, Pasko, naghahanda sila, merong hamon sa lamesa. Nung makita-kita nung lalaki, nung husband, tinanong niya yung wife niya, kasi yung wife niya nakita niya, ginugupit yung dalawang end ng ham. And then tinatapon niya. So sabi niya ngayon, Han, wow, sana all may Han. Han, bakit mo ginugupit yung dulo ng ham? Sayang. So ngayon, sabi nung asawa niya, nung babae, actually, hindi ko alam Yun lang yung ginagawa ng nanay ko. So, yun din yung ginagawa ko. Tara, tanungin natin. So, tinawagan nila. Pagkawag nila, Mama, Wow, mama. Mama, kasi nakikita niya bakit nyo nga ba kinakat yung dulo nung ham? every time naghahanda kayo. Again, actually hindi ko alam. Yun lang yung ginagawa nung nanay ko before. So ngayon, tinawagan naman nila yung lola. Lola, bakit nyo ba ginugupit yung dulo nung ham every time naghahanda kayo? And ang sabi ng lola, kasi hindi kasya doon sa pan namin before. So can you imagine, fina-follow nila dahil lang yun yung kinalakihan in short. Right? Yun lang yung na-program growing up. And how about us? Ano yung mga beliefs na meron ka right now about success na naririnig-rinig mo lang sa paligid mo growing up na pwedeng naghihinder sa'yo? Right? So, sabi nga nito, times are changing and it's changing fast. Agree ba? What used to work years ago for our parents and grandparents will not 100% work these days. And yan yung gusto kong i-share sa inyo mabilis. Okay? So, merong iba-ibang age group. And that's why, sa mga Gen Z rin na nandito right now, maybe, believe me, most of your parents will tell you na huwag ka magnegosyo, risky yan. Right? Tumanap ka na lang ng magandang trabaho na secured. Diba? Wag kung ano-ano pinapasok mo. Yan yung mga maririnig natin. Agree? Meron bang narinig na yan? Yan na yun yung sinabi sa akin. And do you guys know why? Because they are coming here sa industrial age. Right? Ito yung factory. Ito yung mga nag-work, yung mga tao. And imagine, ilang years ago, even yung grandparents natin, years ago, wala namang wifi. Hindi naman sila pag uwi nila ng bahay, walang wifi. Pag uwi nila ng bahay, walang computer, anong gagawin nila? Either magpahinga na lang or humanap ng pangalawang trabaho. Sa Pilipinas nga, medyo bawal pa, tama. Pero dito, pwede mag 2 jobs. And that's why, yun yung kinalakihan nila. And doon sila komportable. And doon sila safe. And that's why with us, yun din yung ipapagawa sa atin. Pero ito, bago na ngayon eh. So sabi nga dito, information age people with the most information become successful. Pero bago na ngayon, conceptual age, 21st century. And sabi dito, the illiterate of the 21st century are those who are not willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So ano yung conceptual age? Para at least makita natin yung future. Conceptual age, concept workers. Imagine guys, sa panahon ngayon, sa TikTok, pwede ka nang kumita ng pera, sumayaw-sayaw ka lang. YouTube, ang daming mga bata, mas malaki pa yung income sa atin. Bata talaga. Ako bata pa ako, pero mas bata sa akin. Nasa YouTube, nagpapiano, kung ano lang ginagawa. Pero kumikita. So in short, hindi isa lang yung way para kumita ng pera. So ito yung conceptual age. Can a computer do it faster? Cocomelon. Cocomelon daw. Can a computer do it faster? Alam nyo, dito sa Canada ngayon, tinitignan ko, ang daming mga trabaho na yung pwedeng, kaya i-replace ng computer. Kasi imagine nyo, ang computer at ang technology, it's evolving. Agree? And if a company can have computers do it for them, na mababa yung mistake, and then they will have, alam mo yun, less na cost for the company, wouldn't they invest more na computer and technology na lang? You can communicate, you can lead a team, you can sell. Kahit sang industry ka pumasok, you're good. Safe ka. Agree ba? Type agree. Kung agree ka. Ayan. Sobrang agree. Tsaka ito yung na-realize ko. Sino magbebenta ng robot? Sino magbebenta ng robot kahit may robot? Salesman pa din eh. Yung may negosyo pa din. Sino magmamanufacture? Diba? Iba yung mag-isip yung mga negosyante. Sino yung nagpo-produce? Diba? Sabi nga, there are 2 kinds of people, consumers and producers. But not everyone are producers. But everyone are consumers. Agree? So, again, mamaya na natin pag-usapan yan. Let's go back here. Go to school, get a high-paying job, work hard, you will be successful. Numbers don't lie. So ito, this is what the majority follows. And if this formula was right, how come the global distribution of wealth looks like this? Konting numbers lang. So ito, buong global wealth to, imagine, 71% of the world's population holds 3%. Guys, 3% of the wealth ng buong mundo. So imagine niyo, kung ito pool ng pera, 70% ng mundo, yung masa, nagsishare sa 3% lang. Payag ka na nakikihati ka sa 3%? Kasi nung nakita ko to, sabi ko, ano yung ginagawa nitong mga to? Right? Because this is what most people are doing. Pero yung iba, they're doing something different. To 21% hold 12.5% of wealth. Okay? So net worth nila is around $10,000 to $100,000. And in Philippines naman, since I believe may mga taga-PH po ba rito, type PH, I believe most of the attendees here are nasa Pilipinas, right? Marami. 8 of 10 Filipino families earn below 30,000 monthly. 80%. So, ganun pa rin yung number, no? 20% really are doing something different. Ano yung ginagawa ng 20%? Right? So, what are the 10% doing? Or at least the 20%? So, ito na yung topic natin today. Welcome to the actual topic. Bakit kailangan yumaman ng isang Gen Z? Ask me why sa chat. Mentor, bakit po? Bakit? Okay? Ito 30 minutes na ako nagsasalita eh. Para mabilis tayo matapos, ito yung sagot. Bakit kailangan yumaman ng Gen Z? Alam niyo kung bakit? Gusto ko yung pinipilit ako eh. Sige nga, type niyo pa. Bakit? Yung may feelings. Yung may mga emoji. Yan. Okay, pwede ba? Alam niyo bakit? Ito lang yung sagot ko. Bakit hindi? Bakit ayaw mo? Di ba? Pwede eh. Right? You have so many years coming. So bakit hindi? Why don't you go and do opportunities na pwede? Sabi nga ito, why do you need money? Like I said earlier, ito sa mentor ko to nakuha, my mentor. Not everyone are producers, but everyone are consumers. And in order for you to consume, kailangan mo ng pera. So why not have a lot of it? If you believe na in the next 50 years, you will be a consumer. Agree? Gagastos at gagastos at gastos. Reality is, kahit ako natin sa sarili natin, we need money to consume things. Kahit hindi pangarap yung usapan eh. Para mabuhay ka, kahit basic necessity lang, bahay, pagkain, tubig, wifi. Okay lang po ba pakitype in 5 years? Okay? So ito, kailan mo gusto makapag-travel? Makita yung buong mundo. Right? Makatulong sa parents mo. Makapag-enjoy. Kailan? Now na? In 5 years? Although it will really take time, guys, ha? Okay? Kasi sabi nga, there is a season for planting, cultivating, and harvest. So wala talagang overnight success. Sabi nga, overnight success, scam yan. Okay? And hindi siya sustainable. 3 years, 1 year. Pero sana pwedeng ngayon na, no? Alright. Asset ng mga Gen Z. If you want to be successful, itong dalawang bagay, yung hindi mo na mababawi pag tumanda ka. Time and energy. Guys, ang taas-taas ng energy natin, pambihira. Kailangan yan eh. Gusto maging successful, kailangan may energy ka. Believe me, when you're 40 years old, sasabihin mo sa sarili mo, sana pala sinibagan ko na habang marami pa akong energy. Habang lahat ng cells ko sa buong katawan ko, sobrang talagang peak state pa. Right? Yung energy, tama po ba? Agree ba sa mga, sige, sa mga 50 years old, 40 meron ba? Agree ba? Agree? Kung kakausapin mo yung 20 years old na ikaw, sasabihin mo ba sana nung marami ka pang energy, humataw ka? Or ginawa mo na yung mga dapat gawin? Yes. Next time, we have a lot of time. Right? Yung iba wala pang family, although may mga ibang meron. Pero again, that doesn't stop you because a lot of people with responsibilities kaya pa rin maging successful, right? Kung titignan natin. So ito, wala pa naman akong responsibility, okay lang. Naku, delikado yan. Sabi nga, comfort is the enemy of success. Right? And being wise. If you want to be successful, di ba nasa Bible, si Solomon, he prayed for wisdom, not wealth. Kasi when you have wisdom, then you make the right decisions. And when you make the right decisions, you don't make decisions based on the present, but rather on the future. So hindi mo titignan kung wala ka pang responsibility ngayon. Ang tignan mo, yung responsibility na mayroon ka sa future. And then paghandaan mo na ngayon. Kasi kailan ka pa, tignan nyo nung COVID, ang daming tao nawalan ng trabaho. Ang daming tao, and that's so unfortunate. Ang daming tao nawalan ng source of income. Tsaka lang sila nag-isip ng way na yung income nila talagang pandemic proof. Right? Unexpected. Tama, may nag-chat. So, ito, when we're young, sa mga Gen Z na nandito, we don't have money, pwede. Right? Maraming energy, maraming time. Kalagitnaan, may pera, may energy. Magugulat ka, ang bilis niya lumipas. Right? So ito, sabi nga ito yung nabasa ko na sobrang grabe yung tama sa akin. The problem is you think you have time. Kay Buddha to. Ibang tao, parang they don't it. Realize. People ask me, mentor, bakit 19 ka pa lang? Sobrang sinipagan mo na. Nag-sacrifice ka talaga. You guys want to know why? Andito na po sa screen. Basahin na lang natin. Pwede basahin natin together? Let's read it together. Value yourself first. Guys, it comes from self-worth. And then you start to see the value of time. And then you start doing something about it. So kailangan muna ikaw, ma-realize mo sa sarili mo na you deserve more. You deserve the best out of life. Because a lot of people, a lot of people want to be successful. Pero ito yung pitfall nila. They tell themselves that they don't deserve it. Paano mo makukuha if ikaw, parang ganito, may manliligaw. Sa mga girls, may nanliligaw sa'yo. Tapos ang sinasabi nung manliligaw sa'yo, alam mo, feeling ko di kita deserve. Parang ganda mo masyado. Alam mo yon, feeling ko hindi kita deserve. Di ba ayaw mo ron? Tama ba? How about sa success? Ganun din sa success. Kung yung success tinatrato mo na, hindi ko deserve to. Di ba? Sa iba na lang yan. O hindi mo talaga siya makukuha. Agree ba? Okay? So, example lang yon, hindi po based on experience. Okay? So, successful people go by the hours. So, broken yarn. May mga nagchat-chat. Okay. Pabebe ka. Sorry na po. Okay? Successful people go by the hours. Kwentahin natin. Okay? The most promised to a man is 70 years. Okay? Pero kung healthy ka, pwede 80 years, 90 years, 100 years. Tama ba? Tama. Kaya health is wealth talaga. Kasi isipin mo, kung may hahatawin ka at magiging successful ka, mas maganda na kung aalagaan mo yung sarili mo and yung health mo, mas mahaba yung time mo na ma-enjoy siya. Agree ba? Agree? Kaya health is wealth talaga. Right? So ito, since Gen Z yung mga nandito, I believe yung pinakamatandang age sa Gen Z, 24. Ay! Naku po! O sige, gawin natin 25. May tawad pa. Ayan, may tawad pa. So 70 minus 25 your age equals 45 years. So parang isipin mo, 45 years, ang dami ko pang oras. So i-convert natin into hours. Ayan, medyo math to. Huwag nyo nang isipin, basta ako na yung magmamat para sa inyo. Okay? Kasi late na. O, let's say you followed what the 80% are doing. Which is ito, 0 to 20, enjoy. 20 to 65 is work. Right? Do paulit-ulit. And then retire 65. You sleep for 8 hours. Kung sineswerte ka. Tama. You work for 8 hours. Sorry, hindi po 8 years. Mahirap yan. 8 years sa isang araw. 8 hours lang. Sorry. Tao lang. Okay? Kakain, 2 oras. Para sa mga matakaw, nakain ng kain ngayong pandemic. Okay? Travel, babiyahe ka pa. Right? Internet pa. Diba? Pero kung titignan natin sa work, di lang siya 8 hours, right? Kasi magre-ready ka pa. Di ba may 1 oras pa yun? Magre-ready ka, magpapaganda ka pa, maliligo ka pa, and then pag-uwi mo din. So hindi talaga siya 8 hours. So kung natin siya, we have 2,850 hours left after do all these things for the next 45 years. And alam nyo kung ilang years lang yan? Converted to years, that's 3.75 years to enjoy. Imagine, and yung 3.75 years na yun, that's retirement. Payag ka, 4 na taon lang yung meron ka na ma-enjoy mo talaga. Right? Doon ko nakita yung value na parang oo nga no, why not work on something today na yung next 40 years ko, at least 35 years ko, sa akin talaga. And kaya kong, sabi nga, di ba, YOLO, you only live once. So why not live it to the fullest na ma-enjoy mo talaga yung buhay na gusto mo and purposeful life. Agree ba? Type agree kung agree ka. So, eto, average annual salary. Hindi po akin to. Okay? Pero i-compare lang natin. Ayan. Let's say you built a business and it took you 5 years. Mamaya makikita niyo yung mga next na speakers. Grabe yung mga income niya. Nakaka-excite yung mga maririnig natin later. An average employee, let's say sa Philippines, 20,000 per month. Times 12 months, times 40 years, is 9.6 million in 40 years. Hahabulin ka pa ng BIR. Okay? Ewan ko, ano ba sa inyo? Pero may tax pa yan eh. Right? So 9.6 million in 4 years. But did you guys know, ang dami ng opportunity ngayon. Mamaya yung mga maririnig nyo, grabe, hindi lang ganyan ang kinikita nila per month. Believe me. Right? More pa. Grabe. Let's say you built a business for 5 years. It took you 5 years. 200,000 a month yung kinikita mo. Kahit inabot ka ng 5 taon, matagal talaga. Pinagpaguran mo ng maigi. times 12 months, alam niyo kung gaano lang katagal makuha yung 9.6 million pesos na pinagpagura ng 40 years dito? Dugot pawis. Dito, 4 na taon lang. So alin yung mas gusto natin dyan? 4 years or 40 years? How much time did you save? Hindi pera yung usapan eh. Oras. Right? Sabi nga, work smart. Pero when we work smart, we're working hard on the right opportunities. You need to be wise enough para alam natin. Guys, working here in Canada, na-realize ko, I was hardworking. My parents were hardworking. Sila, kung merong hardworking, Pilipino yon dito sa Canada. Pero na-realize ko, we're all hardworking and we're all running, but we're running on a treadmill. In short, we're not getting anywhere. Paycheck to paycheck, saktong-sakto lang talaga. Right? Ito pa yung word, pag negosyo. Usapang negosyo, passive yan. So after 5 years, habang nasa beach ka, right? Habang nagpapahinga ka na, habang nagsispend time ka sa mga importanteng bagay, money is not important. O sige, let's say, after 5 years, yung pera hindi na problema. Kasama mo, pamilya mo. Importante ba yung pamilya? Yes, you can have more time for family. Right? Travel, yung passion mo, balikan mo. Yung mga bagay na gusto mong gawin, ito yung malupit. Sabi nga, ang passion, gagawin mo yan kahit walang sweldo. Yun yung masarap. Gawin mo yung passion mo na hindi problema yung pera. Agree? Type agree. Kung tatanungin nyo ako anong gusto ko gawin, fitness trainer. Pero kasi nakaka-stress yun eh. Mag-aanap ako ng kliyente everyday, pagod pa. Hindi ko may enjoy, passion ko yun, pero baka alam mo yun, baka hindi ko pa ma-enjoy kasi nga pera yung kailangan ko. Paano kung hindi na kailangan yung pera? And then gawin ko yun. So it's not about the money, but how much time did you save? So ito yung good news, you can get wiser, you can get stronger, and you can get better. Because a lot of people have yung, kumbaga tinatawag natin na closed mindset na feeling nila they cannot grow, they cannot learn, pero hindi ka ba to? Right? Jericho Orlina over Rendon Labrador. Ayos to Motivational slap ba to? Okay, so wala pong motivation dito, pure facts to. So ito, remember, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. And don't wish for less challenges, wish for more wisdom. And wisdom is something that you gain, number 1, from your experience by making a lot of mistakes ng paulit-ulit. Or pangalawa, by learning from other people's experience. And that's the importance of having a mentor or following a team, of having a group na nakagawa na. Okay? So ang tanong, paano? Okay? I only have a few minutes. So sabi nga ni Jim Rohn, formal education makes you a living, self-education makes you a fortune. From Jim Rohn. Meaning to say, kailangan nag-a-attend ka ng mga seminar na ganito and inaaral mo siya para sa sarili mo. Because these are things na hindi itinuturo sa school. Agree ba? Hindi tinuturo yung tax, hindi tinuturo paano problem solving, hindi tinuturo paano magkaroon ng better perspective in life, right? Sino gusto ng positive na bank account? Taas kamay. Gusto ng positive na bank account? Umaapaw pa. Right? Hindi ka pwede magkaroon ng positive bank account kung negative ka mag-isip. Kasi kung negative ka mag-isip, negative yung galaw mo, negative din yung resulta na magkakaroon ka, negative din yung bank account mo, pambihira. Ayaw natin ng negative na bank account. Tama po ba? So kung gusto mo ng positive na resulta, kailangan positive ka muna mag-isip kasi dun siya magsisimula. And that's the thing na hindi na ituturo most of the time sa atin. Right? We're all programmed na bawal magkamali. Sa school pa lang, kahit ilan yung tama mo, ang titignan ilan yung mali mo. Di pa ako galit. Nag-explain lang. Okay? So ito, again, I believe having a job is good. Walang mali doon. Going to school, wala ring mali doon, syempre. Diba? Mamaya may mga Gen Z rito, tumigil mag-school, pagalitan pa ako ng mga magulang nyo. Hindi ko sinasabi na huwag kayo mag-school. But what I'm saying is, don't stop learning outside school. Yun lang. That's what I'm saying. Bakit? Sabi nga, you learn how to make money in school. But you don't learn to multiply, keep, and handle it. Okay? So, dito, sabi dito statistics, when 25 years old today, reach the age of 60, 63% will be broke. A, B, C, D, E. Alin dyan yung gusto mo? Sayin na lang natin. Will be dead. Sana wag yung B. Still need to work. When you're 60, will be financially independent, will be wealthy. Maraming nagsagot ng E. So ganito, if that's your financial goal, kailangan tignan mo yung ginagawa mo ngayon. Aligned ba yun doon sa future na gusto mo? Right? So why build a business? We look at money this way, hours per week. Pero sa negosyo, team sales, times $50 per sale, 600 in a day. Can you imagine compared to this? Hard-earned labor. Ano pa? You cannot work 24/7, but your online business can. Yun ang malupit doon. Right? Pwedeng tumatakbo yan ng 24/7 pag binild mo ng tama. Okay? So, ito pa just got my paycheck and it's gone. Wala na. Ito pa yung ginagawa ko dati. Ito yung sikreto ko dati. Pag hindi ko tinitignan yung bank account ko para di ako mabad trip dati. Pag hindi ko alam kung magkano yung laman ng bank account ko, hindi ako broke. Ba ini-ignore ko para hindi ako malungkot. Ayos no? Ayan. Pero goal ko talaga, yung dapat pag bukas mo ng bank account mo, excited ka, hindi ka parang kinakabahan na parang nakapikit ka pa bago mo tignan. O di ba? So ito, become so financially secure you forget it's payday. That's the goal. Di ba? Sabi nila, the goal, yung nasa going bulilit. Ayan, hindi ko na matanggal sa isip ko eh. Okay? Anyways, focus on more than one stream of income. Alright? So, mabilis lang to, pero ito. A lot of people ganito. Ito pa, limiting belief. Magtipid ka. Right? Live below your means. Guys, you don't live below your means. Right? You live within your means, but you have to grow your means. Right? Sabi nga rito, it's more important to grow your spirit than to cut your dreams. Because if you don't have your dreams, what else do you have? Right? So grow your assets to the point where the cash flow are greater than your living expenses. So that's what you call financial freedom. Okay, daanan ko to ng saglit. What is financial freedom? Ang tanong, how much passive income do you need to make in order to get out of the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle? In short, dapat yung passive income mo mas malaki sa expenses mo. Nababayaran yung bills mo, kahit tulog ka. Okay? So ito sa Pilipinas, nakita ko to. Sabi dito, grabe, minimum salary per day, net salary, electricity, pamasahe, pagkain, di ba? Healthcare, hygiene, 82 pesos ang natira. Grabe. Kapatid, walang masama magka-extra income. And what is a simple and comfortable life? May sasakyan, may bahay, sino bang may ayaw niyan? Can you imagine? Kailangan pala 120,000 gross monthly income to have those things. And ito, pag sinabing simple, hindi komplikado. Tama? Maganda may sasakyan ka. Bakit? Isipin mo, pipila ka ng FX, pawis-pawisan ka bago ka makarating sa trabaho mo. Di ba komplikado? Hindi siya simple eh. Bayaran na, naghahanap ka sa mukuhain. Komplikado yun. Ang simple, hindi mo na iniisip yung mga bagay na yan. That's comfortable. Yun yung komportable. Right? So ito yung reality. Okay? So the goal is not just financial freedom, hindi lang financial freedom because parang last time ang doktor na, mga professor yung nag-speak. Right? Mapit na po matapos. But why did they still start a business? Because they didn't have time freedom. A lot of people have financial freedom. Here in Canada, 2 trabaho. Sa totoo lang, buhay ka eh. You have financial freedom. In short, bayad yung bills, but you don't have time freedom. You have the money, but you don't have the time to enjoy it. But is there something you can enjoy both? Meron. Right? So, sabi nga, you have residual bills. Agree ba? Do you agree na yung bills natin walang paki sa nararamdaman natin? Right? Kahit broken-hearted ka, may bills ka pa din. Right? Agree? Type yes kung agree ka. So, why not have residual income? And again, being rich. Kasi rich eh. Palitan natin. Bakit kailangan maging wealthy ng isang Gen Z? Diba? Kailangan wealthy ka kasi ang rich, maraming pera. Ang wealthy, maraming oras. Kaya tinawag na big time. Bakit? Kasi kahit na yung oras mo, nai-enjoy mo, may income ka pa din. Marami kang oras to enjoy it. Hindi pwedeng marami ka lang pera. Kaya maraming tao, maraming pera malungkot. Bakit? Kasi nga walang oras para enjoyin yung pera and that's what you are working on. That's what we will work on. So read Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you really want to be, alam mo, to open your mind even more to the entrepreneurial mindset. Sino rito yung Gen Z na gusto mo, sabi rito, maraming gusto mag-retire na maaga. 10 years from now, 30 years old ka. Retired. Meaning ko lang ng retired, you're doing what you love, you don't worry about money. 10 years from now, taas kamay or type me sa chat before I finish my talk. Marami. Eto, imposible rito because dito no work, no pay. But with the business, you own a system and you create leverage. Doon siya posible. And again, hope, ambisyoso is hoping without acting. So hindi ka ambisyoso kung gusto mo mag-retire ng 30 if sisimulan mo ngayon. Sisimulan mo today to take action, meaning yung choices mo dapat aligned doon sa goal na gusto mo, which is sabi mo gusto mo mag-retire na maaga. Kailangan yung ginagawa mo ngayon, hindi papunta ng ibang direksyon. Kailangan papunta rin sa gusto mong buhay. Right? So leverage income. And of course, sabi nga rito, the richest people in the world look for and build networks. everyone else looks for work. Sabi nga, di ba, your network is your net worth. And ito, don't confuse schooling with education. I didn't go to Harvard, but the people that work for me did. Grabe, no? Solid. Right? Okay ba yun? Marami ba kayo natutunan? And of course, lastly, sabi dito, money cannot buy happiness. Totoo po siya. Right? Lagi nating naririnig yan. Sabi nga dito, marami akong kilala. Mayaman, ang daming pera, 3 yung bahay, 6 ang sasakyan, pero malungkot yung buhay. Totoo na. Pero kasi, happiness is an attitude. Pwede kang maging successful pero miserable. Pwede ring wala ka, pero happy ka. Because it's your attitude, it's your outlook in life, it's your perspective. It's how you see life. Pero ito may kadugtong siya. Marami rin akong kilala, mahirap sila, walang pera, walang sariling bahay. Ayun, mas malungkot ang buhay. Kaya nga sabi nga, di ba? I'd rather cry inside of my Lamborghini. Kung hiyak na lang ako. Di ba? Doon na ako sa magandang bahay iiyak. At least masusolusyonan ko pa yun. Agree ba? Type agree. Okay? So bakit hindi both? Yan nga raw yung problema sa mga Pilipino. Di ba? Anong mas pipiliin mo? Maganda o matalino? Di ba? Bakit hindi both? Pwede naman both. Di ba? So pwede ring happy and successful. May income ka. Right? So lastly, to end my talk today. Guys, marami po ba kayo natutunan? Type 1,000 kung marami kayo natutunan today. And may mga na-realize tayo. Okay? Ayan. Sabi ko po 1,000. Na-delay? Grabe, na-delay pala yung chat. Okay. Having money allows you to have these 5 things to end my talk. Thank you for having me here today. By the way, please follow me on Instagram at @JerryCruz_. Number 1, no financial stress. Ang sarap ng buhay. Nagigising ka. Paggising mo, pwede ka matulog uli. Ay, grabe yun. Happy Friday sa mga ka-business partner ko dito. Ay, ang sarap ng gising mo. Diba? Yung paggising mo parang, pagtingin mo, parang, ay, pwede. Tulog ulit. Gigising, sabi, ito lang yung pangarap ko dati. Gigising ako na walang alarm clock. Boom! Yung iba kasi gumigising may alarm clock eh. Hindi ka gigising ng may alarm clock. Gigising ka kasi tapos na yung tulog mo. Ay, ang sarap. Kompleto yung tulog mo. Yan, parang kulang pa. Balik nga ako. Ay, grabe. Gigising ka, iihi ka, tapos tulog ulit. Ay, ang sarap ng tulog. Pangalawa, you help your loved ones. Money doesn't buy happiness, yes. But it's a tool. If you use it properly, right? It can give you happiness. If you help your loved ones, makita mo yung mga ngiti nila. Makita mo na they are enjoying their life. Magiging masaya ka ba? If you can retire your parents, would you become happy? Would you feel fulfilled? If you can help people around you, yung mga kamag-anak mo rin, would you be happy? Would you feel fulfilled knowing na na hindi lang yun sa'yo yung nababayaran mo, but actually, you help other people pa? Pangatlo, experiences. Experiences help you grow. You can travel the world. You can see the world, guys. Sabi nga, you only live once. So make sure you make right decisions. Kasi if you will make the right decisions today and sasabihin mo yung you only live once na yan, you can experience the fullness of life. If you will have financial freedom, may experience mo talaga yung buhay na pwede ka magkaroon. 100%. Number 4, things and wants. Right? You can buy yung mga kailangan mo, needs. Pero hindi natin pwedeng ipagkait sa sarili natin yung mga bagay na gusto rin natin, yung wants. Agree ba? Diba, minsan parang pagod na pagod ka, minsan parang mawala yung pagod mo, kailangan makita mo rin, may nai-enjoy ka. Agree po ba? Type agree kung agree ka. Yung mga bagay na gusto mo. And kung hindi man sa'yo, kung ikaw hindi ka talaga mahilig sa mga ganung bagay, how about for your family, people who are important to you? You can give them what they want. Hindi yung need lang nila. Mga parents na nandito, yung anak mo, nakikita mo, lumalaki, hindi nanonood lang. Meron din sila. Right? You can give them the life that they deserve. Even for me, my parents, I want to give them the best life possible. Right? Hindi gusto yung parang sakto lang. Gusto kong ma-experience nila yung the best talaga. And lastly, you have time to pursue bigger things in life and serve others. Right? Kung tapusin mo na yung problema mo para sa sarili mo, then you can focus on others and help others. Hanapin mo yung purpose mo. Ano yung purpose mo talaga? Ba't ka nandito sa mundong to? You can serve others. You can help others. Right? In short, sabi nga, para kang baso. Kung yung baso mo, sakto lang palagi, salin ka ng salin. Salin ka ng salin. Lalo yung mga Gen Z, sandwich generation tayo. Ang meaning, tinutulungan natin parents natin, sarili nating pamilya. Right? Pero parang ang baso, hindi pwedeng salin ka lang ng salin. Sa pagkakuha mo salin, pagkakuha mo salin. Ito yung maganda. Pag umaapaw ka, pag sobra-sobra ka pa, mas madali kang magsalin sa mas maraming tao. And then you can become a blessing to others. The way I see it, if you become successful, you become a channel of blessing. Agree? This is how I see myself. Kung marami, dinonate mo na lang yung pinabili mo ng sports car mo. May mga ganon. Ang sagot ko, bakit hindi mo sipagan? Tapos iyaman ka. Tapos mag-donate ka. Kasi ang problema sa iba, sabi na, dinonate mo na lang yan. Pero sila, sinasabi lang nila, wala nilang ginagawa para sila yung mga pag-donate. Agree ba? So, if you believe that the purpose of money is to help others and to serve others, then you need to be successful. Agree? Type agree. Okay? And paano yumaman ng isang Gen Z? Pagtapos natin pag-usapan yung bakit, kung gusto mo mag-invest, sa investor ka makinig. Kung gusto mo magkaroon ng insurance na pasok sa budget mo, financial advisor ka makinig. At kung gusto mo yumaman, sa mayaman ka makinig. Huwag sa tao na zero knowledge at negative sa lahat ng pwedeng mag-angat sa'yo sa buhay. Huwag mo pakinggan yung mga tao na hindi nagne-negosyo kasi hindi ka magpapa-check up sa tubero. Agree? Same way sa pagiging successful. Pakinggan mo yung mga tao na nakarating na sa gusto mo puntahan. Yung mga tao na may buhay na gusto mo magkaroon. Where you will be in the next 5 years will be influenced by the books you read and the people around you. So kung gusto mo maging successful as a Gen Z, start surrounding yourself with people who represent the future that you want. Huwag yung mga tao na parang ngayon lang yung iniisip. Humanap ka ng mga tao na ang pinag-uusapan, future, pangarap. And huwag ka mahiya na maging different. Kasi believe me, you want to be part of the 20%, feeling mo kakaiba ka sa grupo mo, feeling mo abnormal ka, dapat lang. Kasi yung 80%, nakita mo na yung ginagawa nila. So tapakin mo yung sarili mo ngayon, sabihin mo, abnormal ako, abnormal ako, abnormal ako. Gusto mo ng abnormal na buhay. Kailangan willing ka rin na abnormal yung ginagawa mo. Agree? So shortcut to success, makinig ka sa mga tao na nakagawa na, and before taking advice, sabi nga, do not mistake concern for expertise. Ask yourself, would I trade lifestyle with this person? So bakit kailangan yumaman ng Gen Z? Kasi pwede at kaya mo. At kapag pinanganak ka mahirap, hindi mo yun kasalanan. Pero pag namatay ka mahirap, kasalanan mo. Mas okay na mamatay ka na mayaman at pogi. Ayan. So thank you. And please follow me on social media at JerichRose_ on Instagram, TikTok. Yan, para sumayaw-sayaw tayo dun at Jericho Erlina on Facebook, Jericho Erlina as well. Thank you guys, and let's all be successful. God bless.
Ayan, okay. So finally, ayan na naman. So sa pag-unmute na naman naging problema namin. But anyhow, sobrang thankful kami, mentor, sa talk nyo. Sobrang rami naming natutunan for today. How about you, mentor?
Grabe! Umaapaw yung chat box, di ba? And grabe talaga yung energy and learnings na binigay sa atin ni Mentor Jericho Erlina, no? Sobrang nakaka-excite yung lahat ng mga pinagsasabi na realization. He doesn't really look like 20s, di ba? Yung wisdom na meron siya right now, parang alam mo yon 40, 50 na yung level of experience niya, di ba? Pero tingnan mo naman, sabi niya 2 oras lang daw tulog niya, pero grabe, ang ka-fresh, di ba? So sana all, di ba? So guys, no, please follow, di ba, si Mentor Jericho sa Instagram niya and sa Facebook para malaman nyo, okay, yung mga sikreto, okay, ng pagiging fresh. Okay, kahit 2 hours lang ang tulog, no? Kasi we don't have time to ask questions, no? So feel free to follow, 'di ba? Like, 'di ba? Sobrang active ni Mentor Jericho sa kanyang social media. Okay, eh talagang lagi 'yan, no? Talagang makaka-connect ka. Coach Chris?
Yes. So for me talaga, rami rin ako natutunan, mentor. So thank you so much, mentor, for having you having you here, 'di ba? So sobrang rami namin talaga natutunan, especially for my side kasi almost ka-age lang pala kita. Ay, mas matanda ka pala saan, mentor. Ha, 22 ka eh. Ako 21 eh. Pero on the way there, di ba? On the way there. Pero hopefully on the way there sa success rin, di ba? So sobrang thankful, mentor, and then i-apply ko yan lahat-lahat, di ba? So, mentor, Okay.
First learning na gusto kong i-shout out sa sinabi kanina ni Mentor Jericho, if you have the wrong results, it only means you got the wrong formula. And you have to think outside the box. Grabe, sobrang lalim and daming laman ng message na yon. And second, learning that I really love na sinabi kanina ni Mentor Jericho, value yourself first. Then you start to see the value of time, and then you start doing something about it. Diba? Sobrang grabe yung insight about it na talagang mapapaisip ka eh. Diba? Sabi ni Mentor Jericho, the problem of all of us is that we think we have time. Pero right now, totoo nga, tapos na ang oras ni Mentor Jericho, sobrang ambilis, pero parang kulang. Sino dito nabitin? Di ba? Sa talk ni Mentor Jericho, di ba? Raise your hands. Di ba? Kung nabitin ka, then sabi ko, 1 hour na yun. Di ba? Ang bilis, parang ang dami ko pang gustong matutunan. No? I'm really taking down notes here. No? So sa lahat ng mga natutunan nyo din, you can post it on your social media. Tag nyo si Mentor Jericho sa Instagram, Facebook, and then also include #RichGenZ. Diba? So, yan ang official hashtag ng ating event ngayon. Ikaw naman, Coach Chris, ano ang learnings mo?
Sa akin, Mentor, ito talaga yung tumatak sa akin kasi sobrang nakaka-relate ako dito. Kasi sabi nito ni Mentor Jericho kanina, actually, di ko alam kung quote ba niya to or what, but ito sabi niya, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges, wish for more wisdom. Kasi every time naman we're growing up talaga, kasama naman talaga sa ating challenges. And with that, talaga lalo pa ako na-inspire at mas lalo pa ako nag-look forward sa mga ganong klaseng challenges to be a better person as well, di ba? So actually guys, sa mga gusto rin i-rewatch itong event, okay, you can go to our FB page, How to Start an Online Business. So you can see the link dyan sa chat box now. Okay, so you can click that later on. And please like and follow as well in order for you to be notified sa mga upcoming happenings natin dito sa ating event as well.
Thank you so much, Mentor Jericho or Lina, for this. Imagine, di ba, this is a free event, no? Wala namang kinita dito si Mentor Jericho, no? But please, no, help, di ba, i-build ang ating community of becoming rich, di ba? Sabi yan, importante na magkaroon tayo ng very good environment, di ba? So, Coach Chris?
Grabe no, so nga, di ba, marami rin ako mga nakikita ng ganitong klaseng webinars and for sure, it will cost a lot of money there. But tonight, we just got it for free. So in return, we would like to give this certificate of appreciation to Mentor Jericho Orlina to be read by Mentor Deus Joaquin.
Ayan, so here is our certificate of appreciation given to our napakagaling na speaker for tonight. Diba? Bakit kailangan yumaman ang isang Gen Z? This certificate is awarded to Jericho Orlina, given this 23rd of July 2021 for sharing his valuable knowledge and insights as a speaker during this financial literacy event entitled Bakit kailangan yumaman ang isang Gen Z? Let us all please unmute ourselves and please say, thank you, Mentor Jericho!
Thank you, Mentor! Thank you, Mentor! Thank you, Mentor! Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mentor Jericho!
Going to apply this every single day. Thank you.
May nag-thank sa atin, Mentor. No? So right now, Mentor, before you proceed, okay lang ba, Mentor? So we can have a Zoom tea together with you.
Ayan, na-mute lang siya, no?
Thank you, Mentor. Thank you, Mentor.
Sorry for that, no? So maraming salamat, Mentor Jericho. Sobrang excited nilang lahat. Nag-unmute ata lahat ng devices. Okay,
Ayan
kaya nag-talk tayo ngayon, di ba? So, ayan.
Ayan. Grabe.
ba itong feedback na narinig?
Nakakainig niyo yung feedback.
Ayan, okay,
Ayan, so
okay.
okay na, mentor. Oo, meron pa rin pala.
Okay. Ayan, no? So, thank you so much, Mentor Jericho, no? Grabe, sobrang dami-daming talaga ang gusto. Siyempre, live tayo. Okay, kaya may mga ganito technicalities. Pasensya na. And again, thank you so much, Mentor Jericho. Okay. So, ayan, no, may mga last messages ka ba, Mentor Jericho, for everyone na nakikinig, for all of the attendees natin for tonight?
Let's make the most out of 2021. So, we have 6 months left, few months left, 23 weeks left, right? And again, siguro last na i-share ko sa lahat, sabi nga, there is a season for planting, cultivating, and harvesting. And ito lang, kung ano yung i-harvest natin sa 2022 will be determined by what we will plant in the remaining weeks that we have in 2021. So pwede ngayong year yung planting natin na wala tayong makikita masyado. But if you will just plant and look at, sabi nga, don't look at the harvest but by the seeds you plant daily. Maybe 2022 will be the year that you will harvest. All right? Remember, in a fruit tree, the last thing to grow is the fruit. All right. So God bless everybody and thank you again, Mentor Deus and Coach Chris.
Maraming salamat, Mentor Jericho. And with that, no, we will have our Zoom peak. Can we open
Yan,
our
finally! Okay, ako rin, naka-unmute na rin ako. Zoom peak na tayo, Mentor.
So for our cameraman, Coach Felix.
Ako na lang ba, Mentor?
Yeah, okay na po.
Okay. It's Coach Felix na. Alright.
Sige po. Ayan po, smile po tayo. Sa first page po. 1, 2, 3. Ayan, next page. Ayan. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wow, ang dami po natin. Ayan, third page po tayo. Ayan. 1, 2, 3. Yan, ngiti lang po tayo. Hindi natin po sigurado kung nasan po tayo. Sa dami po natin. Ayan po. Fourth page po. Yan, ngiti po. 1, 2, 3. Ayan po. Sa fifth page po. Ayan po. Ayan. Smile po. 1, 2, 3. Ayan. And then last page po. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ayan po. Okay na po.
Thank you so much, Mentor Jericho. And guys, no, let's say bye-bye na, no, to our host. No, patulugin natin si Mentor Jericho. Okay? So 2 hours lang, no? Sabi ko, yun ang pinakamasarap, no? No financial stress, gigising, no? Pagkatapos matulog. Ayan, no? I-experience na ni Mentor Jericho yan mamaya. Okay. And Coach Chris.
All right. So thank you so much, Mentor, again. And let's now proceed to our next session. So actually, di pa kasi tayo nagtatapos today. So meron pa tayong pasabog for today's session. Okay? So we have invited also 3 of the most influential Gen Zs in the Philippines today. So nakaka-excite, di ba, Mentor?
Yes, sobrang nakaka-excite. And huwag na natin bitinin ang ating mga audience for tonight. Let's introduce now our first panel speaker. He is a computer science major graduate from University of Santo Tomas. Sent to Harvard University, USA for Business Training and Conference 2016. Former real estate business development sales, startup builder, and financial advisor. 25-year-old Ruby Director. Premier Platinum Pace Setter. Frontier Mentor. 2018 Frontier Rookie of the Year, 2019 2 times Frontier Travel Incentive Qualifier, 2020 First Trimestral Growth Circle Top 28, 2020 Second Trimestral Growth Circle Top 12, Philippine Top Growth 2020 number 19, 2020 AP Growth Sri Lanka Travel Incentive Level 4 Qualifier. Earned his first million pesos at 23 years old. A multi-million peso achiever. Let's all please welcome Mentor Gabe Faustin.
Hello.
Yes, hello Mentor Gabe. Say hi to our audience for tonight.
So, evening, good morning, and kita na ba ako? Yan. Hello. Alright.
Ayan, thank you so much, Mentor Gabe.
Alright, sige. So, thank you so much, Mentor Gabe, right? So, right now, let's proceed to the second panelist. Okay, so, actually, she graduated as BS Financial Management from De La Salle University. 23 years old Ruby director, one of the premier platinum pace setter, one of the MOA Arena convention speaker. She already qualified to multiple travel incentives. She earned her first million at 22 years old. So grabe no, nakaka-inspire kasi marami talaga mga Gen Zs talaga nagmimilyonaryo na. So multi-million peso achiever. So right now, I'm about to introduce to you guys one of our Mentor Dorothy Grace Pe. Hello, Mentor Dorothy. Say hi to all our audience.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Mentor Dorothy. Ayan, and of course, our last but not the least panel speaker, certified public accountant, certified financial market professional, registered cost accountant, certified bookkeeper, former accounting supervisor, handling 3 companies.
Wow.
At 24 years old, executive gold director, premier platinum pace setter, elite circle member, next gen, first class, 2019 third trimestral growth circle top 24, 2020 first trimestral growth circle top 37, leadership summit Maldives qualifier, team up step up Taiwan qualifier, 2020 Asia Pacific Growth Budapest qualifier, 2021 Asia Pacific Growth Sri Lanka qualifier, retired from the corporate world at the age 22 years old. A multi-million peso achiever. Let us all please welcome Mentor Remzar Salumbida.
Ayan, hello guys. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everybody. Thank you so much on Mentor Days for having me here.
Alright, so by the way, hello sa ating mga viewers, not only in the Zoom but also in our Facebook page, How to Start an Online Business.
Yes, diba? Don't forget to post this event using this hashtag #ReachGenZ. And I think we are all ready, diba? So naka-spotlights na ba ang ating mga speakers, no? So Mentor Gabe, Mentor Dorothy, Mentor Remzar. Grabe, sobrang nakaka-excite ang event na ito. Tama ba?
Yes, Mentor. So I guess we can start na right away. All right. So let's go for the first ever question in this session. All right. Okay. So let me see the question. So the first question is, how are you coping up during this pandemic? And what are your effective ways to protect your mental health during this pandemic times? Okay. So syempre, simulan natin sa pinakauna kay Mentor Gabe. Ayan. Hello, Mentor Gabe. Okay lang po ba, Mentor?
Alright. So good evening everyone. Actually, kabado kaming lahat ni Mentor Dorothy and ni Coach Remzar. Nag-chat kami kanina. Sabi ko, sana mauna po kayo lahat. But anyway, so I guess, I just want to hear from the crowd if you're all excited. Sige nga, can you type 1? Grabe, hindi ko alam kung paano isusunod yung talk ni Mentor Jack kanina. Pero sobrang inspiring talaga. And I hope I will be able to add value to you guys tonight. So, the first question, diba, is how do we cope from, the pandemic? Tama ba? Right? Sa kabado na talaga. Hold on.
Yes, Mentor. Yes po.
Okay. Right. Masahin ko lang ulit.
Wala po, Mentor.
Ayan
po.
Right. So, how do you cope? You know what's really crazy about this pandemic is that, di natin na-imagine na mag 1 year. More than 1 year na tayo here. Parang last year, when we were doing the business, it was, everyone's at home, sige, go lang. Pero after 1 year, iba talaga yung effect. Ako, personally, iba talaga yung effect na isang taon ka na sa bahay lang, na you can't go out. Na parang, it's quite hard to think paano mag-cope talaga. But one of the things that really helped personally in coping up with the effects of the pandemic is that it's great that we have this kinds of, Zoom trainings, diba? And Zoom gatherings together. Kasi, ang hirap kaya kausapin yung sarili mo, diba? But, what's cool is that in this business that we have right now is that we're always surrounded with, a lot of positive people talaga. Right? So, yun. Plus, what are your effective ways to protect your mental health during this time? So, one thing that I'm really grateful for talaga is that, you have to understand that you can't do this alone, right? So more than that, you have a team to guide you. You gotta have that faith. Now, so for the past year, great lang kasi yung church namin is going into online, and that's something that I'm really, really looking for. Kasi, there's a lot of things that's going on this time na hindi natin ma-explain. But my mentor once told me na you just have to have that faith, because one way or another, darating yung time ma-explain yan. Kasi you have a God or whoever you believe in, guiding you through this hard time. So, there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so wait lang, Mentor Babuelo, ako kasi English lahat eh. Wait lang, di ako ready. I'm so sorry, I'm not used to speak English as well. So, pero anyways, Pabuelo. Pero anyways, Mentor, sobrang powerful na mga sinabi nyo. And for me, ang talagang tumatak agad doon sa sinabi nyo is, it's all about faith rin eh. Diba? So without faith talaga, you cannot really surpass or overcome something na you need to overcome rin as well in this pandemic time. So very thoughtful for me, Mentor. How about you, Mentor Dorothy?
Ayan, ako hindi ako mag-i-English.
Yan, thank you, Mentor. Joke lang. Proceed, Mentor.
Alright, so yung question is how are you coping up during pandemic time and effective ways to protect your mental health. So last year kasi yung kasagsagan ng pandemic, or actually for the whole last year, if mapapansin nyo, medyo madami talagang na-depress or nagkaroon ng anxiety attacks, ganyan. May isang leader, she pointed it out na majority, hindi ko nila lahat, okay, pero majority, more on mga extroverts. Bakit? Kasi mga extroverts, sila yung usually nasanay lumabas, outgoing, adventurous, and then pandemic came, they're stuck at home. Eh yung iba medyo toxic pa yung sa bahay. So doon na mas lumabas. So na-point out din na at least in our business ba, even though we're just at home, we get to talk to different kinds of people. So I think that's a big factor. Kaya medyo mas naging sane tayo because of this online thing. Now we still get to grow our business and talking to different backgrounds ng mga iba't ibang klaseng tao, ganun.
Ayun, that's nice. Okay, hindi naman siya ganun kalalang English. Pero yes, ako I totally agree with that kasi syempre ginagawa ko rin yung business, and ako personally, talaga extrovert rin talaga ako. Like, sobrang maligalig rin naman talaga ako sa labas. But because of the business and the same time with the power of Zoom, talaga nakakapag-communicate rin ako to different professions and different folks with different attitudes. So talagang hindi pa rin naman nawawala yung social interaction as well. So thank you so much, Mentor Dorothy, sa thoughts niyo. How about you, Mentor Renzar?
Ayan, ako naman, when the pandemic started, kasi may start ng English, no? So, joke lang, hindi ako naman magtataglish ako ngayon. Di ba? But anyways, nung nag-start kasi yung pandemic, parang lahat tayo nagkaroon ng anxiety, tama ba? Even ako, I actually experienced it. Pero during that time, na-cope up ako, maybe nag-focus lang ako dun sa kaya kong control. So, parati kasi sinasabi ng mentors ko na if it's already something that's out of your control, there's no point in worrying about it kasi wala ka namang pwedeng gawin eh. So ang pwede kong maging reaction is I need to focus on the things that I can control. So dun sa activities, I make myself busy and productive. Kasi minsan pag wala ka kasing ginagawa, minsan dun talaga dun nagkakaroon ng mga anxiety, tama ba? Sabi nga nila, an idle mind is a devil's playground. So I really make myself busy and productive. The second one na ginagawa ko para din ma-protect yung mental health ko is I really make an effort to distance myself to distractions and also to people na sinisira yung mental health ko ba. Ano yung mga the news. I never watched the news ever again. Ever since nung nag-start naman ako ng business, never na ako nanood ng news kasi parang ano dyan, di ba, parang ilan na yung namatay, ganyan, tawa. So, ilan yung affected na, so ano yung mga problema. So, parang problema na lang yung nakikita. So, as much as possible, I want to distance myself sa mga ganung bagay. The second one is sa mga toxic na people. Di ba, like yung mga friends. May mga iba kasing we need to be honest about it, that we have some kinds of friends na mga toxic din talaga. Even in your Facebook, tama ba? Minsan madami ka makikita dyan na mga nagrant. So, I really make an effort na alam mo yon, na to see less of them para at least I can really focus myself at sa kung ano yung mga
mindset. And at the same time, I really love yung sinabi niyo rin, mentor, it's all about yung dun sa pag-control. So maybe you cannot control outside, but your environment inside, you can really control about it, right? So thank you so much, mentor, for that wonderful explanation all about that. And mentor, so meron pa tayong other questions, right, mentor?
Grabe, no?
Amen.
So first
Amen.
question pa lang, talagang on fire na ang ating mga panel speakers. No? Thank you very much for that answers. No? Talagang sobrang nakaka-excite. No? At kasi lahat naman tayo really are affected by this pandemic. So definitely talaga, no, walang nakaligtas, di ba? And ang gaganda ng mga sinadjust nila. Like for example, Mentor Gabe is really sharing about his faith, di ba? Pinataas niya yung faith, no? It makes him calm. No? Si Mentor Dorothy naman, more of ito, katulad ng mga online activities na ginagawa natin, it helps you also no to be calm. And shared by Mentor Remzar is yung sinasabi nga niya na remove yung mga pwede mag-distract or mag-cause ng anxiety sa'yo. So our next question also about pandemic, no? So this pandemic has increased time for online games. Actually, nabanggit to kanina no, ni Mentor Jericho, di ba? Yung, ano nga yun, Coach Chris, ano nga, Axie, right?
Yes, mentor, the Axie one. You need to play and you earn right away.
So, imagine mo, increased time for online games and social media. How do you become productive using these channels? Ayan, sige, let's see, di ba? Simulan naman natin kay Dorothy. Mentor Dorothy.
Ako unang taya.
Safe na pala.
Ayan. Kala ko lagi si Gabe na natuwa na ako So sige. So platforms, you have Facebook, Instagram. There are a lot of ways, you have a lot of opportunities presented. So for me kasi, yung meaning ng to be productive, you're giving out your time you're giving out time na meron ka ding makukuha in return na benefit. So syempre, let's say Facebook, mag-scroll ka lang dyan. Like, manood ka lang ng videos, ganyan. It's not really productive, di ba? Like, lalo na whole day ka lang mag-scroll, ganyan. Or let's say, games. Walang stream, just games, For me, it's not productive. But then, it becomes productive when you get something in return na, let's say, you get to earn from it. Di ba? Yung sa Facebook, you open a business, you start a business. So, ganon yung ways on how to become productive using social media platforms.
Wow, what a very good message, no? Yung definition ni Mentor Dorothy, giving time and having benefit from it, no? So, ang galing, no? With regards to social media, totoo yun. There are a lot of people ngayon na kumikita sa social media. Okay, so I'm sure like Mentor Dorothy, she's really earning big ngayon, no? So syempre quiet lang tayo kung magkano, di ba? Bawal dito yan i-plan sa ating kasi we're live on Facebook, no? Mapapagalitan tayo. Okay, but definitely Mentor Dorothy is really using her social media very well as dito. Okay, sa pagiging productive. Next, for Remzar, ikaw naman.
Ako naman, okay. So kabado talaga ako, no? So napansin ko din talaga na during this time, since yun nga, nasa bahay lang tayo, talagang walang magawa yung iba. But of course, to have their gadgets on their hand. Tama ba? And minsan, we really tend to focus on the things that is in social media. Diba? So we get to spend time on Facebook and everything. But, di ba, in a Gen Z way, di ba, parang minsan pag nag-scroll tayo, tapos nakikita natin yung buhay ng ibang tao, di ba, parang minsan mapapasana all ka na lang. Tama ba? So dito napapasana all ka na lang din. Ay, sana all travel go. Sana all, grabe, may bahay na siya. Sana all, may car na siya. Parang ganyan. Pero napansin mo din ba na yung social media din, yung reason kung bakit hindi mo din makuha yung mga bagay na yun. Tama ba? Kasi nga minsan you get to spend most of your time in it. So, ang suggestion ko lang naman sa akin on how to become productive is number one, you need to identify where does your time go sa buong araw. And identify which of that activities consume much of your time. Kasi baka minsan, parang okay, nagfa-Facebook ka lang, akala mo may ginagawa ka na regarding about the business. Maybe you think that you've been promoting your business well, or you're doing something productive, pero hindi na pala kasi baka nanonood ka ng videos or what na hindi mo namamalayan, tama ba? So, or baka check mo din ilang oras ka maligo, tama ba? Iba din yung mga 2 oras maligo. There's nothing wrong with that, tama ba? Pero you need to check kung ano ba yung mga pwede mong bawasan na pwede mong ilagay on somewhere else na productive. Okay? So, number 2, if you identified already your time wasters, ito kasi ginagawa ko personally. So, number 2, what I do is the Pomodoro technique. I don't know if how many of you here already knows it. So Pomodoro is you're identifying kung ano yung mga activities na kailangan mong gawin, and yun yung ginagawa ko. Tapos I scheduled it 25 minutes. Ang Pomodoro kasi you do it 25 minutes and with a 5-minute break. Tapos after ng 4 na Pomodoros, you break for 15 to 20 minutes. And I really find it effective kasi parang during that span of time, I get to focus on this certain activity lang na hindi ako masyadong exhausted kasi nga meron naman akong breaks in between. So after that is do it with consistency and with discipline. Kasi at the end of the day, lang siya baka ginagawa mo lang siya once in a while. So technically, parang hindi ka din maging productive kung parang once in a while. And at the same time, you need to become disciplined about it. Kasi pwede naman naming sabihin talaga yung mga kailangan mong gawin during the pandemic all throughout the or how can you become productive. But at the end of the day, kung ano yung ginagawa mo when you're alone, that's what matters. Okay, so yun lang yung take ko naman about it.
For the benefit ng mga tao dito, no, I'm not sure if they're really familiar with the term. At for the benefit na rin sa akin, kasi I don't know the term. Ano ulit yung term?
It's the Pomodoro technique, tama ba? Yun ba yung question?
How do you spell that? May nag-message you.
Yeah, yeah. It's the Pomodoro.
So, Pomodoro, is that an English word?
Actually, yun na hindi ko na-research.
Sorry.
Alam ko lang
Sorry.
paano siya.
Sobrang curious lang ako. Pero, ang ganda ng tip. Okay, Italian. Or maybe Japanese. Ano ba talaga? Okay. So, ayan. Pero ang galing ng idea, no? So, you actually focus on an activity and then you do it for some time, tama? No, how many minutes nga yun, coach?
25 minutes po, coach.
25.
Tapos after the 25 minutes, then 5 minutes break. Tapos after 4 Pomodoros, you break for 15 to 20 minutes.
Parang workout din siya, no? So, ayan, kaway-kaway sa mga nag-workout sa loob ng bahay, no? So, may circuit routine, no? Na pwedeng, you can apply it, no? So, when you're using social media, ang ganda nung, ang ganda nung sagot ni Mentor Remzor, like, for example, in terms of, if you're actually, no, na talagang katulad sabi ni Mentor Dorothy kanina na baka nagsuscroll ka lang, no? It matches to sa sinabi naman ni Mentor Remzor na you really need to identify kasi and how much time, okay, are you giving with this activity. Ayan. Sige, Mentor Gaby ko naman, how do you become more productive sa social media?
Ganda ng mga sinabi nila, no, nila Mentor Dorothy and Mentor Remzar, right? But I think one of the things that I can also add, and that yun din yung pwede ko rin sabihin kanina, but anyway, one of the things I could really add talaga is that, with social media and online games, I'm already done with online games, like way back na. Right, but social media is a really big factor that takes a lot of our time. Ako personally, lalo na I can relate with Mentor Dorothy yung sinabi niya na when you're checking out, videos, di ba? Like, kala mo isang video lang, magugulat ka na lang, you're on the next. Parang TikTok lang, right? It's always consumed. So how do we become productive using these social media platforms? Is that I also believe in the saying that, when you can't beat them, then you join them, right? So you can actually use TikTok. Ako, I've got into TikTok and parang inisip ko, okay, how am I gonna use this for my business? Okay, how am I gonna use this productively? Right? Because Mentor Jericho is already doing it now. So when you use that to your advantage, because sometimes if you try to control yourself, diba? Ako, I could not control yourself. It also kind of is detrimental for you because parang you're not giving you that space, no? But if you try to use it to your advantage, diba? I think it's gonna make you even better. So I love the sinabi ni Mentor Remzor. I'm gonna look into that then yung Pomodoro. I've seen it as well. Galing. But ganda actually. But lastly, what I can also add then is you have to have a schedule, right? Because at the end of the day, lalo na we're online entrepreneurs, we don't have bosses. Diba? And I was watching this video. So if you're your own boss, who bosses you, right? And it has to be, you have to have a schedule. So I have an iPad here, then I write down things that I have na dapat ito yung gagawin ko on a schedule. And kasi if you don't have a schedule, magugulat ka na lang, natapos na yung buong araw mo. You're on your Axie, you're on your Mobile Legends, you're on your COD, right? So you have to have a schedule.
Have a schedule. Wow, what a wonderful tip from Mentor Gabe, no? So, the very simple yet very, kumbaga parang nakaka-tricky kasi yun na parang have a schedule, wag muna. Okay. So, pero it really, di ba, parang ma-run down yung di mo na natapos na siya na hindi mo na malayan. Di ba? And very nice, mga tag ito, yung mga toys, di ba, ni Mentor Gabe sa likod yan. Shout out ko lang. Ganda ng setup mo dyan, Mentor Gabe. Okay? But anyway, sige, dami bang natututunan yung mga tao dito sa room? Grabe, 2 questions pa lang tayo. Now, we wanted to really, alam mo yung pigain yung knowledge ng ating na mga Gen Z right now. Di ba? Palay nyo, you are your next rich Gen Z. Coach Chris, what are the next questions?
Alright, sige. So, let's start with another question again. Okay, so when you were starting your finance independence, how did you overcome individual challenges and with your environment? Okay, so we can go for Mentor Remsar. No, Mentor.
The first ko na kanina, di ba?
Ayan, Mentor, go po.
Yeah. Okay, so dalawa yung questions. Ano ba yung mga challenges or na individually tsaka sa environment. So siguro I'll need to start with the individual. So in a general sense, siguro ang gusto ko lang iwan na term is delayed gratification. So madami kasi akong dinelay before when so next siguro na sacrifice ko sa individual or sa sarili ko is yung time. Okay, so time for myself, time in general, time for myself, time for my friends kasi di na talaga ako dati nakaka-attend ng mga reunions kasi of course ang focus ko kasi at that time is to grow my business habang bata pa lang ako. And then yun, nagbunga naman siya after quite some time. And also yung online games. Okay? Yun yung isa sa mga din na sinacrifice ko dati kasi na-realize ko na parang okay, is this something na gagawin ko hanggang mag-60 ako? Parang ganun. And then when I realized that the answer is no, so doon ko na-realize na yung ginagawa ko pala siya pang temporary and I need to focus on the long term which is yun yung kung ano ba yung mga gusto ko sa buhay. So doon naman sa environment, ano ba yung sinacrifice ko? Yung self-esteem ko. Parang ganyan. But that's a temporary loss of self-esteem from ignorant people, sabi nga ni Eric Worre. Kasi guys, to tell you honestly, when I started the business, parang there's a stigma because you're a different person. Parang ganon. So parang nakakahiya kasi parang iba yung ginagawa mo sa ginagawa ng karamihan. But for me, there's nothing wrong in being unique. And yung mockery na nare-receive ko talaga dati sa kanila na magtrabaho ka na lang kasi mas secured, ganyan, 'di ba? So pero na-realize ko ngayon, nabuti na lang pala hindi ako nakinig sa kanila. Tamang sinabi ni Mentor Jack kanina na if you listen to a person's opinion, you buy into their lifestyle. So, yun yung mga sinacrifice ko dati, yung pagdidelay ko ng gratification and yung temporary loss of self-esteem from ignorant people.
Grabe, araming na comply sa utang ko, hindi ko na sabihin lahat na. araming thoughts, di ba? Pero in terms of individual, di ba? So mapapansin talaga natin, no? Yung mas naging catchy sa akin yung delayed gratification, like actually mentor, nakarelate ako sa'yo. I really do love anime as well. So nag-iota ako din ako. And at the same time, ano pa ba nagagawa sa buhay? Online games. Yeah, sobrang nakarelate talaga ako, mentor. So I guess kailangan na talaga itapon lahat ng mga bagay-bagay. Kailangan na talaga mag-adjust na para talaga maging katulad nyo rin ako, mentor. Ay, maging katulad ako rin pala sa inyo, mentor. Di ba, baliktad na. Di ba, in terms of environment as well, ang naging catchy sa akin doon. Tama yun, mentor. Agree ako doon. It doesn't mean na kapag iba yung ginagawa mo sa ibang tao, parang hindi ka na belong or what. So, totoo sa akin for my perspective, kasi syempre I came from that kind of environment as well na we're in. Akala ko kasi kapag kung ano yung ginagawa rin ng mga tropa ko, dapat rin gagawin ko. Pero something I realized, na it doesn't mean na kailangan ko rin gawin siya. Diba? Thank you so much, Mentor. What a wonderful thoughts. Diba? How about you, Mentor Gipo?
Right. Well, before I got into the path to financial independence talaga, ako yung tipong person, and I know a lot of coaches can really know na parang they would not see me really serious about things. Kasi back then talaga I was a party person. I drink a lot. Diba? Parang always go out. So that time parang sobrang YOLO talaga ng life ko when I was at 22 because I saw the business when I was 22. Then going into it, hindi talaga siya like hindi siya instantly nagbago compared to where I am right now. So I guess overcoming individual challenges, and lalo for a lot of people here, you have to understand that it's not gonna happen overnight. Right? It's gonna be a step by step. It will take you small efforts. Then you'll be surprised really on the top of that staircase. Then one thing I really understood was you have to let go of who you were back then, so you can become who you will be, the person that you want to be in the future, right? So it's kind of parang love life lang yan, di ba? Parang you have to let go of baggages before that maybe people hurt you, but at least you get to the next part, di ba? So because Gen Zs, di ba? Parang Gen Zs, right? And talking about environment, it's sort of a tricky question. It's sort of a tricky topic about environment because I always hear about you have to change your environment. If you're not growing, you have to change it. Pero what if, lalo na ngayon, pandemic, how can you change your environment if you're stuck there? Lalo na if you're with a person, you live with a person who's super negative, but you live with a person who doesn't even believe in you. Diba? So how would you overcome that? How did I overcome it before? One thing that really helped me change, because I can change my workplace, diba? If I was doing it part-time, is you have to have something on the side. Number one, you have to accept that it's happening. But number two, you have to accept that you can't be a victim of that environment, right? You have to be a victor of that environment. Kasi it's only two options lang. You have to choose. So I chose not to be a victim, but rather become a victor. So I stick with the right people. Pag online, Zoom with the right people, diba? Compared sa mga, people compared sa people na you spend more time with people who are goal-oriented. Like, marami din dito nag-Zoom na may mga church stuff, diba? May mga goal stuff, may mga reading sessions. So you find that group, and that's gonna help you even if in this tough time. So crowd is really everything, because if you know the saying na, when you place I think that if you place a shark in a pond, it's gonna grow in the size of that pond, diba? But if you place the shark if that's a shark, right? If you place a shark in a sea, diba? It's gonna grow to its fullest, diba? So you have to be careful talaga where you are. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Back to you.
Hallelujah na, di ba? Pero anyways, mentor, sobra for me. Ako, personally, mentor, syempre, isa ka rin sa mga mentor ko dito sa Frontier. And then, di ko yung na-expect na party person ka rin pala. Kasi syempre, syempre, ang naririnig ko palagi, one of the mentors talaga na talagang matalino sa school, then talagang achiever rin sa school. And never thought ko rin pala na party person rin pala kayo. Party rin tayo next time, mentor. Joke lang. Pero anyways, mentor, totoo yun for me. Actually, gusto ko rin i-emphasize yun na in terms of individual, kung paano mo siya overcome, you really need to let go. O, diba? So guys, yung mga hindi pa nakaka-move on dyan. Joke lang, diba? Pero anyways, totoo yun, you need to let it go, diba? At the same time, in terms in the environment, you need to accept it and choose kung gusto niyo ba kami maging victim or maging victor. So ako personally, I would rather choose na lang talaga maging victor than to be a victim. So guys, pumili na kayo right now. Click the button. Joke lang. Okay, going back. Lastly, Mentor Dorothy, kayo po ba, what's your thought about that?
Ayan, so ulitin ko lang the question was, when I was still starting yung financial independence ko, how was I able to overcome, di ba, yung challenges individually? So when I was still starting kasi, I was still a student, di ba? Ayan, dun sa survey niya, di ba, 15% student. So I started as a student and then after I graduated, hindi na ako nag-apply for work. Dinerecho ko si Usana full-time. So I didn't really experience yung mga talagang struggles ganyan sa corporate. So yung struggles ko lang talaga or challenges ko while I was still starting was wala akong pera. Ganon. So yung mga struggles ko while building the business, yung talagang nag-aangkas ako, papuntang training, motor kong motor, yung nagutom ako, ganun yung struggles ko before. So, while building the business, kasi student ako wala naman, sweldo tuloy. Baon. Nakaasa lang ako sa baon. So, since yun yung struggles ko, I was focusing on what I can control. Wala naman akong control sa mga, let's say ganyan, di ba, umuulan. So, may mga times na angkas, di ba, biglang umuulan. Wala tayong control doon. But it's a challenge, right? So ang way ko or how I overcame it was mas hinato ko lang talaga yung business. Kasi financial yung problem ko So since, ano yung kaya kong i-control? Yung hato ko, yung actions ko. So kaya nga on my first year of doing the business, talagang hinato ko yan. Yan yung 1 year nag-gold ako So hinato ko siya sobra ganyan. So that's how I overcame it, yung financial struggles ko. And with this business, di ba? And then yung sa environment naman, hindi ko din na-experience yung mga toxic environment sa work, di ba? So, I'm very grateful na dito sa business natin, sobrang saya ng environment, di ba? Kasi mga usapan, pangarap, ganyan. So, ayun, that's how I overcame it. Kasi nung college naman, mapili ako sa environment. So, ayan.
Grabe. Ang cute naman ng struggle nito ni Mentor. Diba? So, biruin nyo, nag-grab ba yan? Nag-aangkas. Mahal-mahal kayo ng angkas sa amin from Manila to Enterprise, di ba? Pero struggle niya yun in fairness. Ako nga, di ba? Kapag binabagyo, nag-swimming na ako sa baha. Diba? Pero anyways, Mentor, sobrang solid. No? Pero actually, totoo yun. Talaga for me, in my side rin as well. Kasi Mentor, nakarelate rin ako sa inyo. Kasi student rin ako nag-start. So like mga senior high naman ako nag-start. Kaya talagang nakarelate ako. And totoo yun, kailangan talaga, ang challenge din usually sa atin, or sa mga estudyante dyan, so kaway-kaway, so alam niyo na. So paano nyo pa talaga mahataw ang negosyo? So doon lang talaga daw mag-focus, diba? So doon lang kasi yung control daw natin, diba? So for me, Mentor, sobrang totoo yun. Actually, isa rin yun sa mga pagkukulang ko rin as well. Siguro kung ba't pa talaga, hindi pa talaga totally lumalago yung negosyo ko. So thankful for the reminder, sobrang na-appreciate ko yun, diba? So how about you, Mentor? Other questions so far?
Grabe, no? So, yung itsura ng isang babae na nasa angkas tapos umuulan, I could just like imagine yung feeling niya, how, kasi kahit sabihin mo na, alam mo yun, na estudyante ka, pero yung risk kasi, di ba, na aangkas ka, ganyan, just for you to do the business, sobrang nakaka-inspire and hindi naman nakakapagtaka in just 1 year, di ba, na-reach niya yung target niya. So talagang, kung ang summary nung sinabi ni Mentor Dorothy, talagang dapat wala kang arte sa katawan.
Tama.
So if you really started the business na wala kang arte, ang dami mong mararating, di ba? So ang galing na rin nung sagot ni Mentor Dorothy. And of course, di ba, sabi din ni Mentor Remzar, so halos magkakadugtong yung mga sinabi nila di ba? Mentor Remzar shared to us na delayed gratification muna. So onting tiis, di ba? Walang arte, tapos magtiis muna talaga. 'Di ba? Wala mo na yung mga magagandang alam mo yon, set up kasi you are starting naman talaga. And also, 'di ba, Mentor Gabe, 'di ba? Talaga mas hinimay niya kasi you need to be step by step lang. Okay? And you need to be the victor, not the victim of the situation. Alam mo, sobrang panalo nung mga sagot ng mga mentor health. Hindi nakapagtaka why they are right now in their position. Ang galing, ang gaganda ng mga guys, nakakaano ba kayo? Nakakasunod ba kayo sa topic natin? Alam mo guys, napakagaganda ng mga sagot ng mga tao. You can never hear it from, alam mo yun, ng mga barkada mo lang na nagiinuman. Pero ito yung mga magpapayaman talaga sa'yo. So, I hope you're really taking all of this kasi maybe ito rin yung experience mo, okay, and hindi ka nag-iisa. Okay? You're not, kasi itong mga to, na-reach nila yung target goals nila. And if you're starting, hindi ka nag-iisa doon sa mga struggles mo right now. Okay, now let's proceed. Grabe, powerful. Okay, grabe, dami nag-message sa group chat box, no? Yes, puro mga yes. Okay, now let's go on to our fourth question. What do you think is the worst attitude of the Gen Z naman? Ayan. What is your advice on how to deal with it? Right, sige. Start naman tayo kay Remzar.
Ayun, sorry, nagulat ako. Di ba? But, for me, worst attitude ng isang Gen Z. Maybe I can say this because I've been working with Gen Zs quite a lot. And dalawa po kasi nakikita ko na, I'm not sure if a lot of our Gen Zs would agree with me. Dalawa yung nakikita ko. Number one, and feeling ko, actually, this is not a worst attitude kasi for me, this is a double-edged sword. Parang ganun na either way, you can use it to your advantage or hindi. Parang ganun. Number one is madami silang madami silang gustong mangyari, madami silang gustong simulan, and yet wala silang natatapos. So that's the first one. Number two, na nakikita ko na characteristic ng isang Gen Z is generally and mostly tamad sila. Diba? So and tamad in a good sense. Okay, don't get me wrong. Okay, which is on how to deal with it naman yung madami kang gustong simulan and yet wala kang natatapos, or madami kang gustong maging and yet parang wala, kasi parang sabi nga nila you cannot be a slave to two or more masters. Tama? And for me, ang pinaka solution talaga doon is you need to figure out what do you want to do in life. Diba? Or don't focus on what are the things that you want to do short term. Okay lang naman siguro, pero if you really want to go ahead in life, you need to focus on the things that you want to go or you want to do long term. 'Di ba? So ano ba yung gusto mong maging, 'di ba? And then focus on that, 'di ba? Gusto mong maging businessman, and then go focus on that, 'di ba? Gusto maging photographer, 'di ba? And then go for that, 'di ba? So kung may mga gusto kang mangyari, edi go for that, 'di ba? Pero at the end of the day, you need to look out for your financial capability, and you need to be financial independent at the same time in order for you to pursue what do you want to do in life. Dun sa pangalawa, which is yung sinabi ko na tamad. Okay, huwag kang magagalit yung mga Gen Z dito. Pero napapansin ko lang talaga na generally yun yung pattern ba ng mga nakakatrabahong Gen Z. Pero on another side of the coin, parang na-realize ko na sila kasi parang they want to do things the easier way. Parang ganon. Since nga parang tamad sila, parang ganon. So they want to lessen the effort, they want to find, or they become creative on how to do things their own way, the easiest way for them. Tama ba? So doon papasok yung mentorship na pwede nating i-guide sa kanila na the easiest way is the right process, 'di ba? Hindi pwedeng shortcut, or we really cannot bypass the process, and we need to guide them sa tamang proseso ba. And at the same time, whenever I meant lazy din, on another side of the coin, whenever they put their mind naman into that, or whenever they focus or pag finocusan nila yon, talagang ang mindset naman talaga nila is dandil to, humarang giba, parang ganon. So they just need to figure out why they should get that goal, or why should they pursue that thing, para yun talaga yung i-focus nila. So that's my 2 cents about it.
Dandil to, humarang giba. Wow, grabe, no? So, sino dito ang mga natamaan? Okay? Madami silang gustong gawin, pero walang natatapos type. Ako yun! Ayan, ang dami nag-chat sa chat ba? Okay. Aray, iwas-iwas muna tayo, mga kaibigan. Okay. So, medyo okay, no? Talagang, yes, di ba? Actually, feeling ko ako, may ganyan akong attitude din talaga, no? So, definitely, yan yung, ang maganda to, na-identify natin, so at least alam natin kung ano yung mga pwede nating baguhin. Yan, di ba? So, how about you naman, Mentor Gabe?
Right, I second the motion. Okay. Well, it's actually true because, ako naman, I'm on the border kasi ng Gen Z millennials, so minsan nakakalito where I'm at. But what I've observed with us, what I've observed with us talaga is that we're always with that, instant gratification thing. And I don't blame the generation for it, because we grew up in that kind of setup, diba? Instant noodles, instant messages, instant dates, diba? Or instant, ang daming instant. So what happens kasi is that pag nahihirapan yung isang tao, it's the jowa. Nangyayari yun. Right? So what happens kasi in that scenario is that when you translate that to work, lalo na pag nahihirapan tayo, what happens kasi is that, shucks, hirap naman ito. I want to give up. Right? Baka this is not for me. Go like, they're just like what? 2 days, 3 days into the activity, into the business, diba? Right? So, compared naman to what my parents told me before na parang willing naman sila tumiis ng ilang years sa isang bagay. Parang ganun. So, tama yung sinabi ni Mentor Remzer, it's really a double-edged sword, right? Na we want that kind of shortcut because we want to be efficient. Diba? That's another way to put it now. But other than that, it's really about that, that instant gratification. That's something na we have to overcome, right? Because like what Mentor Jericho said kanina na it really takes time. Even when you plant a bamboo tree, diba? We won't not see that for the next 5 years. And a lot of people will really doubt if, like, for example, if you're like a bamboo tree, a lot of people will really doubt like what are you actually doing, diba? But when you overcome that perception, and that leads me to my second point, which is yung pride. Yun, pride. Kasi since we live in this digital, diba, this digital space, alam mo yung our life, minsan nako-compare natin sa how TikTokers' lives are, diba? How Instagram portrays it. So nako-compare na, shucks, that person is beautiful, that person is really handsome, that person, ganda ng buhay niya, but ako hindi ganito. Right? So when we try to pattern ourselves sa pride na ganun, what happens is magandang opportunity that's coming our way. Niya tayo na ginagawa siya. Lalo na if it's not in. Lalo na if it feels jologs. Diba? Ako I really felt what we're doing talaga. I felt that nung una, jologs ginagawa na. That's what I felt before. But what I understood is this. You don't have to be ashamed of your... Grabe, no? Lalo na yung angkas part. Hindi ako makapaniwala din nag-aangkas siya. Right? Until nung nakita ko siya, ay, same pala tayo. Wala tayong pera. Di ba? So, it's really like that talaga. You don't have to be ashamed of where you're right now. Kasi in the future, when you got all the things that you have, it makes number one, whatever you're going through right now, makes the victory and the journey sweeter. Right? And lastly, when you're there, who cares about what people think? Oh, diba? Who cares about what people think? Importante is you're okay. Amen.
Sabi nga, yung Mentor Gabe kanina, no one gonna feed you when you go broke. Diba? Parang tama no? Parang kung titingnan mo at the end of the day, ito yung generation, sorry, actually not just even the generation, ito yung time na masyadong sensitive yung mga tao pag hindi nila like yung post. Okay, or kumbaga hindi ka, alam mo yun, napupuro, hindi ka na-compliment, di ba? Or hindi ka kinokomentan, di ba? So, nobody's like, alam mo yun, parang complimenting yun. Pero tama yung sinabi ni Mentor Gabe, di ba? That this is the time na we don't need yung mga compliments, but rather we need to work hard and not just like yung mga sinasabi nga ni Mentor Gabe na instant. Okay, sabi, alam niyo ba nandito pa si Mentor Jericho, sabi ni Mentor Jericho, instant Joe. So swipe. Ang dami kasi talagang instant right now. Okay, so ayan, no, pakinggan natin, no, ang, dito, ay tapos na ba? Ay tama, pakinggan natin ang kasbadi ni Mentor Gabe. Mentor Dorothy, what's your thought about this?
Ang kasbadi ko, nakikita niya ako niyan pag sasakay na ako ng angkas sa Enterprise. Ayan, so actually, yun din sagot ko yung instant gratification, pero ibahin ko kasi sabi na ni Gabe. Most Gen Zs are impatient. So napansin ko yan while I was also doing the business kasi I started it out when I was a student. So majority of my organization before, 2018 by the way, ako nag-start. So, 9 out of 10 are students. So, siguro ang lifespan lang talaga nila, sa business business span nila mga 2 months, 2 to 3 months. Tapos, di ba? Stop na. So, mainipin kasi sila mainipin sila sa results. They're very impatient sa results. So, business span, hindi pala lifespan. Sorry. Business span. So, very, very impatient sa results. Tapos, alam mo yung gusto makuha agad. Ito, let's say they have this goal. Let's say income goal, $600. Pag hindi nakuha in a span of 2 months, 3 months, this is not for me. Alam niyo yun? So, that is one of the bad, hindi naman siya attitude or character, pero trait siguro ng mga Gen Z. And yung advice ko on how Gen Z can deal with it, be more patient. Ayun.
Exactly, no? So, Actually, okay lang ba mag-follow up question with Mentor Dory? I think it was
Yes,
something
go.
na magandang pag-usapan eh.
Yeah.
How do you build patience?
How do you build patience? Siguro, napansin ko kasi 1 year and 2 years rin yung puro students yung naging associates ko or business partners here. You have to accept yung, miss you. You have to accept whatever results that you're getting na binibigyan mo ng effort. Kasi you cannot really say that it didn't work out for you kung hindi mo naman talaga siya tinabaho. So, at the end of the day, you have to make sure na yung ginugusto nyong result, tugma siya sa binigay mong effort. Thank you.
Thank you. Yan, diba? So, check mo muna kung binigay mo na ba yung full effort mo. So, yan, no? May mga impatient ba dito na mga Gen Z type mo? Ako yon. So, tanaw na po lahat. Okay, so, personally, no, I think kahit yata hindi Gen Z, parang marami din talaga akong kilala na, na 2 months lang ang lifespan. Okay, pag hindi na hit ang PPS, wala na. Ayan, di ba? Pero thank you very much for our panel speaker for answering the questions. Let's proceed to the next. Before we proceed, no, maganda lang yung sinabi pala dito, no. May nag-comment, they want the result, but they don't want the process, di ba? Ang ganda ng definition niya ng impatience, di ba? So yeah, sige, let's move forward to our next question, Coach Chris.
Wala na po, mentor, tunawan na po ako. Ako po lahat yun eh. Feeling ko ako yata lahat yun eh. Pero anyways, ito sobrang gusto ko tong tanong and gusto ko rin marinig lahat ng mga sagot nito ng mga mentors natin. Passion or purpose? And then why? Ayan. So, unahin natin. Mentor Dorothy, okay lang? Okay lang, mentor. Ayan. So, passion or purpose? Then why?
Kala ko makapagpahinga ako eh.
Sorry, mentor. Sorry po, mentor.
Passion or purpose? Purpose ako. Bakit? Kasi, yung purpose kasi, it's more on why eh. Ayan, yung buko dito, start with why, Simon Sinek. So, yung why, if it is clear to you what you want to achieve, ginagawa ko siya, yung passion ko na-develop siya into helping people in wealth or health. So, I would choose purpose talaga. Yan. And I thank you.
Grabe, panalo na to. Wala na. Tabi na po lahat. joke lang. Pero actually, totoo. Actually, napaisip din ako and then na-reminisce ko na totoo nga, no, kapag nagsimula ka talaga sa purpose, magiging passion mo rin naman siya. What a wonderful thought from Mentor Dorothy. How about you, Mentor Gabe? Kayo po ba? Passion or purpose, then why po?
Yung sagot ko naman dyan, di ba? Pwede naman both, di ba? Why not have both? Right? But parang I relate with my journey here. Honestly, I wasn't really passionate with the things that I do. No? Kasi number one, when I think about passion before, when I think about passion before, it means that I have to like what I'm doing, right? Something like that. But I realize the deeper meaning of passion is when you have purpose in doing it. Right? So purpose, it's subjective. It's a really complicated, topic talaga. But in my own terms talaga, is as I was doing the things that I do right now, then I see purpose like, hey, this is adding value to this is adding value to me, this is adding value to somebody else. Then for me, it really fills up my own cup. And eventually that became a passion. As I was going through this one. So, I'd go with both because I don't think they're conflicting ideas. They really work hand in hand because you can be passionate about sabi ni Mentor Jericho kasi, di ba? Kasi upward. Right? Anyway, it's kind of parang you can be passionate about one thing pero parang kulang kasi pag wala siyang purpose. Tama. Parang, hey, you're doing it for yourself. It again depends with you. But for me, parang siyang kulang kasi dati I was passionate about singing, di ba? But, after that, joke lang, after that, I'm not seeing purpose into it. So, sabi ko, sige lang. But on the other hand, parang if you have purpose, pero you're not really passionate about it, parang hindi pa rin buo yung love mo when doing it talaga. Right? So, I choose both. Ang hirap ng tanong na yan actually, pero I choose both para safe. Si Mentor Remzer na lang para maganda yung explanation.
Okay, pinasa na agad. Pero actually, maganda rin yung point nyo, mentor, no? Kasi ako siya ng dalawa. Ayan, so nag-crash yung Zoom ko. So hello guys, do you still me? And so, Zoom ko, wait lang.
Masaya ka naman sa Zoom.
Yes.
Ayan.
Maganda
Masaya
yung-
naman ba? Ayan. Feeling ko nadidis dito sa joke lang. Ayan, ayun na siya. Wait lang. Okay, PLDT.
Sige, Coach Chris. Naririnig ka namin actually and maganda yung ayun, nawala na siya. Okay. So, malakas kasi bigla yung ulan. No? So, sa mga ibang nawawala na rin dito, mukhang nasiraan din sila ng internet. But yes, definitely, Mentor Gabe, no? So, kung pwede namang piliin yung both, di ba? Or sabi nga, parang kulang kapag walang purpose yung passion. Okay, so that's something that we need to think about, no? So, mas maganda may purpose, di ba?
Agree.
Okay, how about you, Mentor Remzar?
Ayun. So, ako naman, I realized na, yun nga, parang din, kay Mentor Gabe din, na parang why do you need to choose when you can have both? And yung 2 cents ko naman about it is, you need to find kung saan mag-align yung passion tsaka purpose mo. Kasi hindi naman siya mutually exclusive na kailangan purpose or passion lang for me. Kasi na-realize ko, parang, kunyari, yung purpose kasi for me, it's like a vision in the long term. So, if you're familiar with Ikigai, tama ba? Nauna ko ni Earl. So, Ikigai. So, it's doing what you love. It's doing what you're good at. It's doing what the world needs. Ano ba yung isa? It's, you're paid for. Ano nga ba yun? You're good at what you love. Saka, the world needs. So, yun yung na-realize ko na equivalent ng term na purpose, yung Ikigai. So, which is, for me, yung passion ko kasi, let's put it in this context, no? Yung passion for me is yung serving other people and to teach them to get to where I am right now. So, yun yung passion ko. It's to serve people. Kagaya ni Mentor, Jericho kanina, di ba? Wala naman siyang bayad dito eh. And for me, my definition for passion is it's something that you're still gonna do even if you're not being paid. So, yun yung na-realize ko na grabe yung passion ng service and everything. So, yun yung passion for me. Now, my purpose is gusto ko kasi in the future, at ako nakwento ko na to sa mga teammates ko on the business, na ang purpose ko na kung bakit ko to ginagawa right now is to help a lot of people to get to where I am right now, and at the same time, in the future, I really want them to see them travel with their parents or with their loved ones. And maybe in the future, somebody will just gonna ping me or may one day magchat-chat na lang sa akin na hi Mentor Remzar, this is my picture with my mom and dad, or ito yung picture ko with my with somebody that I love. Thank you so much for teaching me. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you for imparting kung ano yung meron ka, and we're enjoying this travel. Parang ganun. So, yun yung take on that. And for me, it's really, parang sa iba kasi right now, parang super weird, tama ba? Or parang super corny, di ba yung tutulong ka sa ibang tao, tama ba? Especially when you're young, parang super corny nga pakinggan na you really want to help a lot of people. Pero for me din kasi, you cannot give what you do not have. And it's hard for me, it's hard for us to pursue our purpose and passion if you're still, or if yung problema mo is how to put food on the table. Tama ba? So in order for us to go for our passion and purpose, we need to first, we need to have more in order for you to give more. So yun yung take ko naman doon.
Ayan. So I'm back. Ayan. So marami naman ako naiintindihan. Nakaabot pa naman ako sa talk neto ni Mentor Remzar. So totoo yun. So you need to have more in order to give more. So Mentor Remzar shows also 2 sides, which is passion and purpose. Sobrang agree ako doon, diba? So, but anyways, Mentor, meron pa tayong other question?
Before we proceed, shout out to one of our goal directors din, na nandito na define yung Ikigai. Ikigai is the intersection of what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Pero it literally translates to reason for being, di ba? Thank you sa Wisdom Mentors. No, grabe, no? So ako sobrang nakaka-excite kasi imagine niyo, kahit naman hindi natin narinig si one of your goal director, di ba? Si Coach Earl natin dito. I think totoo yung sasabi ni Mentor Jericho na success has formula eh. Kasi paano nangyari na halos yung sagot ni Mentor Dorothy, Mentor Gabe, Mentor Remzar, it's almost the same, di ba? So sobrang nakaka-excite na, guys, imagine nyo, these people, these are our next generation. OMG, di ba? So imagine if you have more people like this, guys, di ba, our ating mga panel speakers, sobrang nakaka-excite mabuhay dito sa mundo. Right? Okay, sige. So speaking of mga model, no, mga formula na yan, let's proceed to our next question. Who is your role model? What is your favorite line or lesson from this person? Sige, start naman tayo ulit kay Remzar. Yan.
So na-force ko na nga kanina. Di ba? Pero for me, parang ito yung feeling ko, na pinakamahirap na question so far for me, yung sino yung role model mo. Kasi, to tell you honestly, super idol ko yung yung mga kasama ko right now dito sa virtual stage. Like, we have Mentor Jericho, Mentor Dorothy, Mentor Gabe. Totally honestly, guys, these are actually enough people na to look up to. But if I could think of one person right now, kasi parang nag-iiba-iba kasi siya from time to time. Right now, ang pinaka-role model ko talaga is I don't know if he's here, pero chinat niya ako kanina asking for the link. It's Mentor Martin Dominic Casiano. Grabe, no? So, malaking impact kasi sa kanya he's actually a millennial and Gen Z leader. So, ang pinaka nagustuhan ko talaga na quote na na sinabi niya. Actually, this is a post na nilagay niya na parang at this very hour, some of us are maybe mindfully scrolling through the FB, tama ba? Or yung iba nanonood ng TikTok, tama ba? Or yung iba ngayon nanonood ng Netflix, 'di ba? Or they just casually spending the time of their life, parang ganon. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yun nga lang, at the same hour, somebody is also working hard in order for that person to create change. Somebody at the same hour is also planning for his or her next na breakthrough. Somebody is also planning on the same hour that na nag-work hard siya to get the goals that he or she has for the week. 'Di ba? And yung quote na pinakatumatak sa akin at the end of the day is, life is unfair because we play it differently. Okay? So, dun ko talaga na-realize na, nga din naman talaga, parang kakasana all nga talaga naman talaga natin, di ba? Pero at the end of the day, ano ba yung pinuput in mo? Kasi you don't get what you wanted. You get what you work for. So, yun yung na-realize ko, yun yung pinaka nagustuhan ko talaga so far.
You don't get what you want, you get what you work for. Grabe, no? Powerful words from Mentor Remzar and sa kanyang idolo. Diba? Sabi nga ni Mentor Dominic Casiano, life is unfair because we play it differently. Diba? Shout out also to sa kanyang soon-to-be wife, Mentor Pia Salvacion. Shout out talaga. Nakikita ko siya ngayon sa screen din. No? So grabe, actually maraming mga idolo si Mentor Martin, and I hope sana Mentor Martin kung nandito ka po, no, sana ma-invite ka din namin as our guest speakers dito, no? So yan, thank you so much Mentor Remzar. Let's move on to sino kaya ang idolo, okay? Sino kaya idol role model naman? Mentor Gabe.
Alright, so I agree with Mentor Remzar na it's a tough question kasi iba-ibang aspects, right? Yung role models. It reminds me of the saying of, Vin Jiang. If you remember Mentor Deus, the magician speaker sa Salt Lake before in the magic, I guess, naalala mo na. Right? So sabi niya kasi, when you get to read books, right? You get to read books, when you get to hear trainings and mentors, each and every one person of that can be part of your army. So when you're always bit with a problem, the reason why we can't beat that problem down is because our army is not yet that big. Nagets nyo? So the bigger the problem, the bigger the army. It has to overcome that problem. So there's so many people in my life that are really big role models right now. But right now, talagang sino that really inspires me today is no other than our very own introverted mentor, si Mentor Ryan Tan. So that guy, diba, sobrang tahimik, sobrang introverted. When you look at him, it's like, okay, sige, NR reaction. But when you get to speak to him talaga, he has so many words of wisdom. He's gonna tell right in front of you, diba, na he's gonna tell you things that you don't want to hear, but you need to hear, right? So I think one thing that he told me before is that every time you get to the next level, you achieve this next level, you don't stop. You don't stop there. Like when you hit Ruby directorship, you don't stop there. You have to get to the next level. Kasi momentum should not stop, right? You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. So that's what I really remembered from him. And that's why he's the first person that really came into mind. So nalala ko na naman siya. Sabi ko, shucks, yung goal ko naman this week. Right? So anyway, yeah, yun talaga. Okay. Si Mentor Ryan.
Minsan totoo, no? Pag nagsasalita tayo, parang kinakausap na tayo ng mga mentors natin, no?
Yeah.
Okay, kasi we are really the copycat, or pangit siguro yung term, but you know, we really duplicate, di ba, yung mga wisdom din ng mga pinibigay sa atin ng mga mentors natin. And grabe, no? So, tama ba? Yun yung yung may nagpa-picture ako for you. Mentor,
yeah.
Ano sorry?
Vin Jang?
Ayan si Vin.
Yeah.
Magaling siyang magician. Ang galing-galing ng magician na yon. So, na i-relate niyo yung pagiging magician, 'di ba, to becoming successful na. Sabi nga ni Mentor Gabe, 'di ba, you need to have a very big hand to really have yung big problems na may encounter, no. Pero ang ganda nung performance niya, kasi parang gumawa pa siya ng audience, 'di ba, na totoo talaga. You need to see better perspective talaga, 'di ba, if you wanted to succeed in life. Right? So, and of course, shout out Mentor Ryan tayo, no? So, talagang, of course, isa yan sa mga totoong idolo ko din, di ba? Na hindi kailangan maging extrovert to become successful. You can just be introvert and then, di ba, be focused, di ba, sa mga goals, right? Thanks, Mentor Gabe. How about you, Mentor Dorothy?
Role model. So, yung role model kasi is someone that you look up to, but at the same time, you're imitating. So, like, Gabe said, madami kasing aspects pwedeng role model sa business, sa faith, spiritual, meron sa life, decision making. So I would say na wala akong specific isa lang na role model, but I would say a lot, na I look up to, but at the same time, ginagawa ko din yung ginagawa nila. Isa na dyan yung mom ko, yung dad ko, yung mga business mentors natin in our field. Yung mga, I learn a lot sa leaders ko din. And then sa YouTube, we have Simon Sinek, Gary V. Tapos we have John Maxwell, Jim Rohn, Eric Worre, mga ganun ba. So yun yung mga masasabi kong role models ko. Because I really study how they think, and then eventually ginagawa ko, tinuturo ko siya. So I would give 2 lessons na nakuha ko. So yung isa, about love life sa dad ko. Kasi mga Gen Z marurupok di ba? So share ko na lang din. So yung sabi kasi ng dad ko, kasi maganda to gusto ko talaga i-share. Sabi ng dad ko, despite the circumstances, distance, let's say LDR, yan. Distance, struggles, disagreements, if kayo para sa isa't isa, if God's will yan, at the end of the day, magiging kayo pa din. Words of wisdom ng dad ko. So, yung isa naman, yung sa mom ko. Second one is a business naman. Kasi last year, na-stuck ako sa Laguna. So, doon ako nagpe-present, ganyan. So, parang narinig ng mom ko isang line. Sabi niya sa akin, or ni-remind niya ako rather, na let's say one person, itong tao to, bumili siya sa akin. So, sa akin siya bumili, not just because magaling ako. Okay? It's because it's a gift or blessing. Kasi itong taong to pwede naman kay Mentor Gabe bumili or kay Mentor Remzar. Diba? Pero bakit sa akin? So sabi ni Mama na be faithful kasi andyan naman yung God's grace. And second is be grateful in whatever circumstances. Ayan.
Wow! What a powerful word, diba? So, be grateful, di ba, sa lahat ng mga blessings na binibigay sa atin ng Panginoon. And totoo yung sinasabi ni Mentor Dorothy about, actually, totoo yun, di ba? Iniisip ko ngayon na parang talagang yung mga nangyayari sa life natin, it's just, andyan na siya sa paligid. diba? You just need to be more appreciative, diba? And talagang you need to have a heart of attitude of gratitude. Mentor Dorothy, just a follow-up question though. So maganda kasi yung sinabi na mga pangalan kanina ng Mentor Dorothy. Doon sa mga nabanggit mo na mga names sila Simon Sinek, sila Gary Vee. For example, if you wanted to start, yan, kasi baka meron dito sa room na nagsa-start pa lang talaga, gusto niya maging successful in life, ano ba yung parang medyo hindi rin heavy, di ba? Baka makarelate agad sila na magandang book to read, okay? Na sa tingin mo, ito rin yung binasa mo talaga kaya parang, eto na, no, I will become successful in my life.
Ayan, yung for starters na nagsisimula pa lang, Millionaire's Mind. Ang ganda sobra nun. Like, it's here lang. Oo, katabing-katabi ko. Kasi this is more on programming ng mind eh. Parang ina-explain dito na yung simula nung pagpapalaki sa atin, ito yung na-program sa atin. Kaya limited, andyan yung mga self-limiting beliefs. So ito, ina-explain niya na bakit ganon and how you can have that abundance mindset as well. Yan, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Tapos yung mga audio, Jim Rohn, ayan. And then, if you want to know more sa field natin, Eric Worre. And then, if you want na yung habang naghugas ka lang ng plato, naliligo, Evan Carmichael. Ayan. Madami doon.
Ayan. So, kinakapi ba natin, guys, yung mga sinabi ni Mentor Dorothy, di ba? So, hindi ko lang na-capture yung last eh. I think this is something new for me. Ano yung last story? By the way guys, sa mga hindi po nakakalam, yung book na The Secret of the Millionaire's Mind, it's from T. Harv Eker. It's a very good book. Sobrang simple, sobrang nipis na book. You should read it. Ayan. Ito, i-message ni Mentor Dorothy. Okay, Evan, right? So, Evan Carmichael, right? So, sige, isa yan sa mga pwede nating idaan. So, totoo, di ba? If you want to become successful, you need to really enrich your mind kasi sinabi rin yan ni Mentor Jericho kanina, di ba? So, you need to increase your value. Okay, so para yung time mo mas ma-maximize mo. Wow, grabe. Guys, sobrang nagugulat kayo na ito yung mga laman ng mga, di ba, mindset ng mga panel speakers natin at a very young age, di ba? So, yan, Jim Rohn, di ba? So, you need to be very wide reader, no? So, sige, thanks for that, mga mentors. So, next question tayo, Mentor Chris.
Alright, okay, naging mentor na ako. Naging mentor lang ako agad-agad. Pero anyways, going back, okay, so, second to the last question, mentors, what is the best asset of Gen Z and how can they use this to become rich? Alright, so, Mentor Gabe, kayo po, ano po yung first thought, yung thought niyo po?
Yun, sabi ko nga ba. Alright. Well, you know, what's really amazing kasi about Gen Zs talaga is that they were born in the age na the conceptual age, right? So in the conceptual age, as mentioned ni Mentor Jericho kanina, ganda ng topic na he tackled with is that also to add to what he mentioned, since lahat ng information we have it all sa fingertips natin, diba? If you want to learn how to cook, it's already there. If you want to learn how to build a business, it's already there. If you want to learn how to paint, it's already there. So you definitely learn a lot. And what did that bring that about? You know, Gen Zs right now are risk takers. That's what I noticed with. Ang dami nilang gustong itry. Diba? Entrepreneurial also. And since nagiging aware kami sa mga ganito, nako-compare, like for example, ako personally, I've seen how families are before na, you know, financially struggling, right? And since yun yung naging, you know, since we're in the sandwich generation, diba? Yun yung nagiging motivation that we want that security, we want that, you know, a better life. So that's why napapansin ko with dami na ngayon how to earn. You have Axie, that's a huge trend right now. Even people right now are like really willing to really try things right now, even if hindi pa siya sure, diba? Even if it's unregulated yet. So that's the beauty about, you know, Gen Zs talaga, is that we have that entrepreneurial spirit to really try stuff, right? And again, that can be also a double-edged sword since we know a lot of things that also can paralyze a lot of people, diba? But why not we use that, you know, edge, since we have all the information in our hands, diba? How can we make things better? How do we turn things around, diba, for all of us? So yun yung magandang asset ng mga Gen Zs. And with that, that's why there's a lot of millennial, maraming Gen Z, yung mga 20s, 30s na are really, really successful in life already. Diba? Kaya na-amaze nga yung mga elderlies sa atin. Parang grabe, at your age, we're just starting pa lang. At your age, we're just getting married pa lang. Parang ganun yung age nila before. Pero right now, really career-oriented, diba? You have the term, the strong, independent career men and women. Diba? So, we could use that. We could use that on our side. Okay.
That's nice.
Back to you.
So, thank you, mentor. Ayan, so totoo yun. So actually, I can consider myself like nagre-risk taker rin. Risk taker rin naman ako at some point. But yes, totoo yun, mentor. No? So ako, I totally agree with that kasi it's a double-edged sword nga. So it could be worse rin na pwede namin siya magamit or pwede rin siya maging better strategy or better weapon for us para maging successful. No? How about yung mentor, Remzar Salumbides po, mentor? How about your thoughts po?
Okay. So ako naman, I think yung pinaka-asset ng mga Gen Zs is their age. Okay? So since they're very young, they have the chance or mas madami kayong chance na magkamali. Parang ganun. So tama yung I would agree with Mentor Gabe na risk taker yung mga ngayon, yung mga mas bata kasi nga you need to kasi nga mas madami pa naman kayong time. If you commit mistakes, it's okay, bata ka pa rin. Tama ba? So, and at the end of the day, ito parati ko siyang sinasabi sa mga Gen Z na I'm working with. If you start right now, if you're 19 years old right now, if you start a business right now, 3 years after or 5 years after, you're just 22 years old or you're just 24 years old. Diba? Pero at least during that span of time, imagine mo kung ano na yung lifestyle na meron ka doing business for 5 years. Diba? Pero imagine mo, yung mga kaibigan mo, I mean, this is not to compare, but para lang magkaroon kayo ng basis, di ba? Pero yung mga kaibigan natin na hindi pumunta sa kung ano yung pathway na pinupuntahan mo, di ba? Is malamang sa malamang by the age of 24, palipat pa lang sila ng kumpanya. Tama ba? Or pa-establish pa lang sila ng career nila. Tama. So that's why for me, yung pinaka-advantage talaga ng mga Gen Zs is their age. Kasi nga after quite some time, bata ka pa rin eh, 'di ba? So parang I think I would take Mentor Jeric as an example, 'di ba? So parang iba yung ihip ng hangin na nakasakay ka sa Lamborghini ng age of 22 versus yung ihip ng hangin na nasa Lamborghini ka at the age of 50. Tama ba? So iba yung ihip ng hangin na nasa Boracay ka, na naka two-piece ka, na milyonarya ka versus yung na at the age of 30 na naka-two-piece ka versus na age of 60. So yun yung
Thank you so much, mentor, about your thoughts. How about you, Miss Mentor Dorothy? Kayo po, ano po yung opinion?
Yung akin, add lang konti. Kasi, basically, yan din yung sagot kay yun yung tayo na pagdulo ka. Nakukuha na yung mga sagot mo. Ako next una. The joke mamaya. Risk taker, explore, and more open to opportunities yung mga Gen Z. So, this is something that they can or we can use para, kasi yung question how can they use this to become rich? So just with being more open to opportunities presented, it's one step ahead. Kasi to get ahead, you just have to get started, diba? What if yung tao hindi open? So it's hard, diba? It's hard. So one source of income is not enough. That's why tayo mga Gen Z, yun yung isa sa mga plus kasi we're open to more. So let's say eto may full-time job and then may part-time, pero at the same time, di ba, part-time business ganyan. Pero at the same time naghanap pa ng another source ng passive income ganyan, let's say investment naman. So ayun, mga stocks, di ba? Madaming available para magkaroon ka ng passive income. So I think that's one of the best assets, yung open to opportunities.
Oh, yes, mentor. Totoo yan. So, talaga, isa rin sa mga best asset kasi, marami rin ako friend na mga open-minded rin naman. So talagang malaking helpful din sa amin yun para mas makuha rin namin talaga yung target namin, di ba? So, grabe no, nakakatuwa yung mga points and yung mga, so at least kahit pa paano, ako actual mentor siya, kasi ako medyo mas lalo pa ako nagiging aware ko ano pa yung mga asset na pwede kong i-maximize aside sa age. So, ngayon ko lang na-reminisce na parang, open rin talaga ako to a lot of opportunity. Kaya siguro, pwede ko siya lalo ma-maximize. So, thank you for those thoughts, mentors. And last mentor, so we do have last question if I'm not mistaken. Tama po, may mentor?
Grabe! Last na yun? Di ba ba? Nakakapahitin na naman. Bakit ganun kabilis, di ba?
Dagdag na lang tayo, mentor. Joke lang.
I'm sure bitin na naman ang ating mga audience, no? Pero yeah, we need to really end this with a very powerful question for our very successful speakers for tonight. No? Sige. So, ito na. Bibigyan na natin ang last question. So, dami nating natutunan. Agree ba yung mga nasa group chat right now? Do you agree? Marami kayong natutunan? Type yes if you are really learning. Ayan, ang dami. Grabe. Sobrang thank you so much. Ito pa lang, hindi pa tayo tapos, pero thank you so much, mentors, for being with us tonight. No? Ang dami nyo nabe-blessed. Also, no? I think andito pa si Mentor Jericho. Thank you so much for your lives. No? Nakaka-inspire talaga na maging successful because of you guys. No? So, ayan. Let's move on to the last question. As someone who became financially independent at a very young age, can you give your 3 steps on achieving financial goals? Ayan. Sige. Special request ni Mentor Dorothy. Sige, go ahead. Mentor Dorothy, ikaw na po ang ating first in the list.
Wag to.
Ay, wag ba yan? Okay. Ayan, sige. Kaya mo niya, Mentor.
Ay, naku, ba't ko sinabi yun? Tatlo to eh. Sige. Three steps on achieving financial goals. So, yung una, plan ahead. Know what you really want 5 years from now, 10 years. Because we're young, di ba? Lalo na even while you're still studying. You really have to know or be clear what you really want to do in life or what you want to happen. So, it starts with a clear goal. So it's important, diba, to have a clear goal. And then the second one is to invest in knowledge, skills, character, basta personal development. Kasi I always say, or I always teach ba, na as you grow yourself, income will follow, not the other way around. And if mangyari man yun, babalik yung income mo sa kung ano yung carry lang ng sarili mo or kaya mong i-handle ganyan na finances. So I always believe talaga na you have to grow yourself every single day in knowledge, skills, character, even mga kahit hindi yung business stuff ba. So personal development ganyan. And then third and last is be impatiently patient. So patient sa results, sa mga makukuha mo, sa income or sa achievements, ganyan, sa rewards, sa material things, be patient, okay? But at the same time, impatient sa galaw. Kasi we're talking about Gen Z here. Meaning, yung mga at 20s, mga ganyan, 20s or siguro student. Gen Z pa ba yun or baby na? Basta yun, yung mga bata pa. So, bata pa tayo eh. So, we have to be impatient sa galaw natin na kailangan natin in a way, bilisan, ganyan, in actions. Kasi andyan yung stigma or mentality na, okay, bata pa lang, bagalan ko. Parang yung sinasabi kanina. Pero if you really want na makuha din agad yung results na gusto mo, tugmaan mo ng actions. So yun yung patiently impatient ko. Yan.
Wow. Ano pa yan hindi pa siya ready. Grabe, no? So, ang ganda ng message natin ni Mentor Dorothy. So, I just wanted to recap. Number 1, be clear with your goal or your goals maybe. No, number 2, have your personality development. And finally, number 3, ito yung sobrang very interesting na quote na iwanan na yung Mentor Dorothy for all of us, di ba? Be patiently impatient. Or ano ba? Other way around ba? Be impatiently patient? Ano ba dapat? Sorry.
Patiently impatient.
Ayun. Patiently impatient. Ang ganda ng definition niya about it, no? So, ayan. So, I hope you guys will be able to take down notes, di ba? So, sa mga gusto maging successful in life, yan ang galing sa tao na nag-start lang 2 years ago and now very successful sa kanyang business. So, you could use that very good tip na walang bayad. Okay, gagawin na lang. Alright? Okay, next naman, diba? So, let's have naman Mentor Remzar, okay, for 3 steps. Okay, so how to become successful.
Ayan. So yung akin naman, simple lang. Number 1 is learn how to make money. Number 2, learn how to save money. Number 3, you need to learn how to multiply your money. Okay, so dun sa una, learn how to make money. It's very important that you get to invest your money, your time, your effort, your everything into the right opportunity. My mentor always says na sipag at tiyaga without the right opportunity, sayang lang. Tama? So if you're gonna or if you're gonna find a certain vehicle, you need to find the right vehicle for you. And if you want the right the fastest vehicle, you need to find the fastest vehicle para sa'yo. Okay? Kasi sabi nga nila, kung gusto mong pumunta ng Baguio, ano mas gusto mo? Mag-bike ka ba or mag-helicopter ka? Tama? So, parang ganun lang siya. Okay? And aside from the right vehicle, you need also to acquire the proper proper character, proper abilities, proper skills, proper mindset in order for you to how to make money. Okay? Kasi at the end of the day, without all of those, sayang, hindi ka talaga makakapag-create. Maybe you can create quite some time, pero without a solid na character, abilities, mindset, and everything, hindi mo siya kayang maulit ba? Okay? So yung dun sa learn how to save money, I realized kasi, how many of you here narinig nyo na yung term na ano tawag dito, or yung kasabihan nila na it's not about how much money that you make, ganyan, but it's about how much money that you save. Parang ganon. So, and for me, parang okay lang naman yun, pero I have another thoughts on this. Kasi parang for me, what if, let's say for example, you're making 20,000 per month and you're saving 50%, taba? Or you're saving 10,000 pesos, taba? Talo ka pa rin ng isang tao na nag-earn ng 200,000 pero ang savings niya 20,000 per month. Tama ba? So technically, it's not about how you save kasi you cannot really save your way to success. Okay? So if you really want, dun yun yung number 2. Number 3 is, yung number 1 kasi, yung learning how to make money, that's for me, wealth generator na sinasabi nila. Okay, etong last, which is learn how to multiply your money, is your wealth protection. Okay, or wealth multiplier. Okay, which is, etong multiplying your money, ang gusto ko lang i-point out dito is, you should reinvest your money. Parang kagaya din ng sinabi ni Mentor Dorothy, na you need really to reinvest back your,
Okay, so
Sobrang intense.
Ayan, sobrang intense. Sayang, malapit na makukuha na natin yung sagot ni Mentor Remzar, di ba? Pero yes, di ba, we were able to get yung top 3 ways niya na sinabi, learn how to make money, learn how to save money, and learn how to multiply your money. Oo nga, baka nag-brown ako kasi kumanta kasi medyo lumakas bigla yung ulat ng kumanta si Mentor Gabe, no? Okay, pero okay, so ang taas nun okay medyo mataas yung tumatawag si Mentor Remzar. Ayan, Mentor Remzar, ito nga gusto kong sabihin ka pa sa audience.
Brown out sa amin kanina baka nag-brown out sa kanila. Baka.
Oo yun. Ayan, Mentor, Ayan, nawalan daw ng kuryente. Ayun.
Oh.
Live na live.
Si Gabe kasi kumanta pa eh.
Bibilin ka na lang siya ng generator.
Umabot tuloy sa Quezon. Kasi taga Quezon siya.
Quezon si Mentor Remzar.
Oo din naman Quezon City naman
Quezon City. Ganon ka-powerful ang voice ng Mentor Gabe. Okay. So, definitely, guys, nakakatuwa. Ayan, sabi ni Mentor Jericho, ikaw talaga Mentor Gabe. Siya na talaga ang nasisi, no? Okay, sa nangyari. Pero definitely, no? So going back to alam mo, nakakatuwa yung mga ganitong kwentuhan, no? This is not your typical training kasi na you might be able to attend. Talagang, you're now, yung mga nakas dito sa room, you're very lucky, di ba? You are grasping in just Actually, nag-extend na tayo, naging 2 hours. Dapat, lang tayo, 1 hour lang tong Q&A. Pero sobrang, kasi hindi ko mapigilan, okay, yung umaapaw na thoughts. Go ahead, Mentor Remzar. I think, tatapusin niya ang ating session with a very powerful message.
Sino ba?
Okay, hindi siya makapag-unmute. Taga. Maybe ka... Gusto niya na
Ayan,
magsalita.
sorry. Sorry guys, ganun talaga, hindi na kinakaya ng ating internet. Pero last naman na, yung multiply your money, you really need to reinvest back your money to yourself, which is yun nga, self-development. Kasi nga, parang ganito lang yan eh. Parang what if there's a person, ng income niya 1 million per month, tapos palit kayo ng income. 'Di ba? Parang at the end of the day, ikaw yung meron kang income na 1 million per month, pero the question is, kaya mo bang ulitin yung ginawa niya in order for you to generate 1 million per month? Kasi siya, kahit na hindi na siya kumikita ng 1 million per month, kaya yung ulit-ulitin kasi nga nag-invest back siya sa sarili niya. Kasi nga, this is your asset. Okay? So yung pinaka-asset kung bakit nag-generate ka ng income is yourself. So you really need to invest chunk of your money sa sarili mo. Okay? And at the same time, you really need to reinvest back your time, your effort, and your money to your own business. So yun lang. Number 1, learn how to make money. And you need to place it on the right vehicle. Number 2, learn how to save money. And number 3, learn how to multiply your money. And last pala, nakalimutan ko, diversify. Okay, so wag lang sa isa. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, sabi nga nila. So damihan mo. Okay, and then reinvest back to yourself. Yun lang.
Ang ganda ng concept ni Mentor Renzo. Actually, lagi natin nga naririnig yung it's not how much money you make, but how much money you save. Pero totoo nga naman, kahit naman sabihin mo mas malaki yung savings mo, pero yung taong yun, 1 million na yung kinikita. Di ba? Sige nga, paano mo i-reach yung 1 million? Anyway, ang ganda ng concept na binibigay sa atin na Renzo. So, huwag na kayo mag-save. Charot na joke lang. Okay. Hindi, pero totoo, di ba? So, yung actually magkadugtong yung sinasabi ni Mentor Dorothy and ni Mentor Renzo na you need to invest on yourself. Grow yourself, di ba? Talagang, kaya nga, you need to have yung knowledge, skills, and attitude. Ayan, sige. Mentor Gabe, eto na, tapusin mo na. Okay ang ating session. What is your top 3 steps on how to become successful? How to be you, Mentor Gabe?
Ang hirap pala maging last. Ubus na lahat. Right. Pero, welcome back ulit, Mentor Remzar. Sabi ko kanina, bibili na kita ng generator. Iba na options na. At see, I'll share three things now to help you get to your financial goals. Right. So, step number 1, follow mo yung steps ni Mentor Dorothy. Okay. That's step number 1. Step number 2, follow nyo naman yung steps ni Mentor Remzar. Yeah. And then step number 3, follow naman yung steps ko, which I'll break down to 3 points na. So number 1, right, it's not so technical, pero I guess you have to have that direction. It's really important you have to have that direction kasi parang ganito, let's say your goal is to go to Baguio, naalala ko yung sinabi ni Mentor Ramsey. Your goal is to get to Baguio, pero yung direction mo, nag-SLEX ka. So the question is, makakarating ka ba ng Baguio? So very, very important talaga yung direction because you really can work hard pero what if pala you're working so hard, it's not getting to where you want to be. That's 3.1. 3.2, right, is you have to appreciate how far you've come, right? So it's great to have goals, pero if you don't hit them, don't be so hard on yourself. Sometimes kasi lalo at our generation right now, we love to compare. Right na, that person has this, that person has that. Napakaswerte nun kasi he has the resources. Napakaswerte nun kasi he has a family is really, ganun, di ba? Pero what we don't realize is that kakatingin natin sa neighbor natin, nakakalimutan natin yung mga bagay na meron na tayo. Right? Until to the point na mawala na yon, and you would regret na, shucks, meron pala akong ganun. At I really have this pala. I'm lucky despite of this and that. So you have to really appreciate where you've come from. Kasi comparison kills now, right? And sometimes that's why a lot of people in our generation, daming anxiety, daming depression, kasi that's a big factor, yung comparison, right? And 3.3, right? 3.3 naman is that you can't do it alone. You have to have a mentor. It's very, very important. You have to follow people who are really successful than you are. Right? Because these are people who's gonna get you to where you want to be. And you'll be surprised pala that kala mo mentors are masungit, kala mo they're expensive. In reality pala, they're free. Ang daming mababait dyan. They're all after your welfare. A lot of people are in this business. Diba? But sometimes we take that for granted, yung mga mentors natin. Right? Even I have a lot of mentors outside. outside of the business then. So it has to be that because, yes, maybe you have your parents right now, diba? They are great sources of inspiration, but also it also helps them talaga that you have to have other people who've gone where you've gone through, right? Where you've gone where you're going through, because at the end of the day, mentors are always shortcuts to success, right? So you have to be careful who you listen to, because always remember you're the direct reflection of the 5 people you always spend your time with. So if you spend time with people who don't have goals, magugulat ka na lang kahit marami kang goals, right? Mag-relax ka na. Sige, go lang as my friends are like this, diba? If you're always spending time with people who drink, diba? Then you'll be surprised kahit di ko minom, you're already drinking a lot. But when you sit with winners, you sit with champions, and you don't disregard your friends, diba? They're still your friends, yung mga living the life, diba? But again, you have to also choose where you spend more your time with, diba? So there you go. So again, repeat ko lang, step number 1, follow Mentor Dorothy. Step number 2, follow Mentor Remzar. Step number 3, right? Just follow mine as well. So I guess that caps this question, right? So there you go.
Wow! What a wonderful wisdom, no? So talagang yan. Kaya talaga tatlo yung hiram nating speaker para tatlo yung steps. Okay, and ang ganda ng message ni Mentor Gabe, no? So check your direction talaga, no? So actually, no, naka-align lahat ng mga sinabi ni Mentor Dorothy, Mentor Remzar na kailangan talaga clear yung why, di ba? You have identify your activity, identify kusang direction, di ba? It's not, hindi lang siya actually about opportunity. Ano talaga ba yung gusto mo? Next, di ba? Don't be so hard about yourself. And gusto ko tong sinabi ni Mentor Gabe na stop comparing yourself to others, di ba? So kasi iba-iba pa rin naman tayo ng proseso. And this actually, no, event, no, I hope could actually help you realize na we have differences, and yung differences na yun, if you're able to, di ba, appreciate, di ba, baka yan pa yung maging strength mo sa iyong business or sa iyong life. And finally, don't do it alone. Di ba, sinabi rin yun ni Mentor Jericho kanina, di ba, kung ano yung gusto mong gawin, yun yung sundan mo. You want to become rich, you follow rich people, di ba? Kasi if you actually, di ba, naniwala ka sa sinabi ng kausap mo, di ba, you're buying also their lifestyle. So, sino ba yung pinakikinggan mo, yun yung lifestyle na ma-attract mo. What a wonderful night tonight. Sobrang dami talagang mga learnings, talagang siksik, talagang liglig, umaapaw yung mga messages natin from our mentors, our panel speakers, and of course, overall, kung nandito ka sa event na to, this could be your breakthrough, di ba, to your business. Sabi nga ni Mentor Jericho, let's make the 2021 the best year ever, no? So, apply natin. Okay, grabe na nagagalak yung aking puso sa event na to. Coach Chris.
Yes, even me rin. So ako, marami pa rin talaga natutunan today. Especially, I'm one of the Gen Zs as well. So sobrang thankful ako kasi I'm one of the hosts and ako rin ang nag-interview sa mga Gen Zs mentor natin. So lahat ng mga natutunan ko today, syempre, talaga kailangan natin i-apply. Not only for me, we really need also to apply then for everyone else na Gen Z as well dyan. So don't forget to post sa social media, okay? Yung mga natutunan nyo as well dito sa session natin today and include the hashtag Gen Zs. Alright, so Mentor, I think you're muted pa.
So, mga natutunan natin for tonight. So, ang dami natin mga words na nakuha from Mentor Remzar, no? Coming from yung Pomodoro, di ba? Pomodoro and also yung Ikigai, no? So I hope that makes sense to every one of us. And yung mga pabaon sa atin na books and mga, alam mo yun, mga inspirational people na pwede nating i-follow, no, right after this event, no? Special mention ni Mentor Dorothy sa atin, di ba? Yung sinasabi nga yun na The Secret of the Millionaire Minds, di ba, ni T. Harv Eker, and of course, we Mentor Gabe, di ba, i-follow natin lahat ng mga sinabi daw dito. Tama naman talaga yung concept ni Mentor Gabe, no? So we don't want to waste any, di ba, na mga sinabi dito. So we need to be, sabi nga ni Mentor Gabe kanina, we need to choose either we become the victor or the victim. So I hope everyone na nandito sa room will become victor, di ba, sa ating mga challenges and sa ating whole life. Coach Chris.
All right. So yes, so in return, guys, we would like to give this certificate of appreciation to our panel speaker to be read by Mentor Mark Deus Joaquin.
Certificate of Appreciation. Ito na. Bakit kailangan nyo ng isang Gen Z? This certificate is awarded to Mentor Gabe Faustin, given this 23rd of July 2021 for sharing his valuable knowledge and insights as a speaker during this financial literacy event entitled Bakit Kailangan Yumaman ang Isang Gen Z? So let's please unmute ourselves and say, thank you, Mentor Gabe!
Thank you, Mentor Gabe.
Thank
Thank you, Mentor Gabe.
Thank you so much, Mentor Gabe.
So much, Mentor Gabe.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Mentor Gabe.
Mentor Gabe.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mentor Gabe.
Thank you, Mentor Gabe.
Ayan. Thank you so much lahat. Thank you sa lahat ng mga nag-message ng kanilang compliment and gratitude for Mentor Gabe. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay ka, Mentor Gabe, sa mga lahat ng wisdom na binigay mo sa ating ngayon gabi. And now, for our second panel speaker, Certificate of Appreciation. This certificate is awarded to Mentor Dorothy Grace Pe, given this 23rd of July 2021. For sharing her valuable knowledge and insights as a speaker during this financial literacy event entitled, Bakit Kailangan Yumaman ang Isang Gen Z? Let us all please unmute ourselves and say, thank you, Mentor Dorothy!
Thank you, Mentor Dorothy.
Thank you, Mentor Dorothy.
Sige, Mentor Dorothy.
Thank you, Mentor
Thank you po.
Thank you,
Mentor Dorothy. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming
Salamat po,
salamat,
Mentor Dorothy.
Mentor Dorothy. Very, very pretty siya nagbigay ng kagandahan sa ating ngayong gabi. Di ba? So, talagang na-lighten up tayo sa kanyang ka-freshness. O, di ba? So, and last but not the least, ang ating isa sa mga pinakamatalino speaker, dahil natin mga natutunang words from this person tonight, Certificate of Appreciation. This certificate is awarded to Mentor Remzor Salumbides, given this 23rd of July 2021 for sharing his valuable knowledge and insights as a speaker during this financial literacy event entitled, Bakit Kailangan Yumaman ang Isang Gen Z? Let us all please unmute ourselves and say, thank you, Mentor Remzor!
Thank you, Mentor.
Mentor Remzor. Mentor Remzor.
Mentor.
Maraming salamat. Thank you, Mentor Remzor. Maraming salamat. And of course, to all of our panel speakers, maraming salamat. Yes! Grabe, sobrang gising na gising pa yung bata.
Thank you, Mentor Remzor.
Ayan, humabol pa ng thank you. Thank you so much, Mentor Remzor. And of course, sa mga gustong i-rewatch itong event, feel free to go to our FB page, How to Start an Online Business. You can see the link sa chat box now. Please hit the like button and to be notified sa mga next event natin, no? So you can also suggest, no? So mag-message lang kayo doon kung sino yung mga next panel speakers na gusto nyo marinig, makuha ng mga idea. Okay, and of course, before we leave, of course, pwede ba tayo muna mag-Zoom sa ating mga panel speakers? Okay lang kami tayo muna, mga host and panel speaker bago yung buong group. Okay, so sige, wait lang. I-full screen ko lang. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, smile. Sige, isa pa. Coach Felix, ayan. Sige, pwede na,
Yes, open our cameras and flash our biggest smile. Ups, Felix, you need the honor.
Yan po. Okay,
Alright.
perfect po. 1, 2.
Wait na, mukhang.
Po.
Ayan.
Ayan. 1, 2, 3. And then third. Ayan po. Okay na po.
Ayan, thank you so much, Coach Felix, no, for our photo shoot, no, and syempre sa mga tao na nag-participate for this event, no, sa mga taong hindi nyo nakikita but they are actually the one who actually made this event possible. Maraming salamat, Ups Joseph, no, sa lahat ng mga slides, also the registration link. Mabuhay ka, Ups Joseph Rock, and also to our moderators and facilitators, Ups Shin, Delos Reyes, and also Felix Aquino. And syempre sa aking co-host, Coach Chris, maraming salamat.
Alright, so thank you rin sa lahat ng mga umaten. Nasabi nga ni Mentor, di ba? Kailangan natin talaga yung maximize ang mga asset natin, especially we are Gen Z. So let's maximize it. Let's make it out of most of it, di ba? So guys, thank you so much, Mentor.
Yes, baka may gusto sabihin or i-promote ang ating, please guys, follow yung mga ating mga Facebook pages and Instagram ng ating mga mentors, no? So that kung may mga gusto kayong itanong or i-clarify pa sa mga sagot nila, may mga follow-up question kayo, feel free to follow itong mga Instagram. So sige, isa-isayin natin, no? Mentor Remzar, may mga gusto ka bang final words to say sa ating audience for tonight?
Ayun, thank you so much everybody. It's such a pleasure na makapag-share ako sa inyo. So you can add me up on Facebook, Remzar Salumbides, IG, Remzar, walang vowel, tas Salumbides. Okay, wala po akong TikTok next time na po. Bye-bye.
Abangan namin yan, Mentor Remzar, ang iyong TikTok, right? Mga pasabog na words na alamin ng ating mga Gen Z. Okay, and of course, Mentor Dorothy, any words for our audience? And also, please promote your Facebook or your social media accounts.
Hello. So active ako more on IG. So do follow me on Instagram and then subscribe on my YouTube channel. Dorothy Grace Pe.
Wow. Ayan, no? So ako nakaka-excite, no? Actually, bilhin mga may YouTube account kasi hindi ganun kadali. Okay magkaroon ng YouTube account because syempre, di ba, with the editing and all, no? Mabuhay ka, Mentor Dorothy. Please follow, like, di ba, subscribe, Mentor Dorothy Pe for her Instagram and YouTube. And finally, Mentor Gay.
Alright, so wag niyo na po searching YouTube ko. Ayusin ko muna, di ba? But you can follow me on MySpace. Sa Instagram, I'm more active on Instagram than TikTok if you want future inspirational magic shows. Okay. So,
yes, guys, by the way, magaling mag-magic si Mentor Gabe. So abangan natin yan sa TikTok, I guess, no? Diyan lalabas sa mga magic skills ni Mentor Gabe, no? So abangan. Alright, thank you so much, our panel speakers, Mentor Gabe, Mentor Dorothy, Mentor Remzar. Mabuhay kayo. Maraming salamat. Of course, maraming salamat to Mentor Jericho. Talagang tinapos niya, no? Pinakinggan niya pa rin yung Q&A session natin for tonight. Grabe, no? Sobrang inspiring to mga Gen Z na to. And of course, shout out to our mentors, Mentor Ryan Tan and Mentor Raj Sogi, and to the whole team Frontier sa lahat ng mga for allowing us to use this Zoom room. Actually, kay Mentor Ryan and Mentor Raj tong room na to. Okay, and sa lahat ng mga leaders na nandito, maraming salamat. This has been your host, Mark Deus Joaquin.
And this has been your host, Christopher Joaquin. Stay safe, everyone. Good evening and magandang gabi ulit sa inyong lahat. Alright, bye!
Thank you so much, everyone. Maraming salamat. Salamat sa lahat ng mga nanood at nag-participate. Bye! Thank you so much. Ayan, salamat sa mga nag-open ng cameras to say thank you. Salamat po. We have actually yung mga leaders sa Japan. Ayan, no, mga nakausap ko last time, no, maraming Gen Z dyan. Ayan, sa mga kumakaway, thank you. Ayan, si Keiko, Mentor Wilma, thank you. Mentor Alvin, ayan, si Carlo J, nandito din. Maraming salamat, no? And salamat po sa inyong pagpunta. Sana marami kayo natutunan yan. Sila Mark, Francis, si Ma'am Jacinette, Olivar, thank you so much. Yan, mga kumakawais. Thank you. Salamat